Good morning! This is Sigu the Scuffed coming to you live with... Oh, where is it? Why is it showing up? Hold on. Wait for it. Wait for it. Hey, there it is. The Ace Attorney Investigations 2 finale. Maybe. I don't actually know if we'll be able to get through this whole thing tonight, which is why we have it marked as part 2. Because it could be 3 parts. I mean, that's why we had the schedule the way it is. Now, today, I have some bad news to share. You see, I have had this phone charger that I'm using for a very long time. It's a very sturdy one. Quite rare, I know. But, alas, it has finally gone and died on me. Right now, it is just barely holding out, and it's been struggling to keep a charge all day, so if it ends up dying during the stream, I will have to stop momentarily to figure out what sort of setup I'm going to be doing, because I usually use my phone for my Twitch overlay and reading chat, and it'd be quite awkward if it goes away. Also, what the heck is up with the bitrate? Have you ever seen a bitrate so low? 500, it says. Did you know what it's supposed to be? It's supposed to be like 6,000. It says 500 right now. Now it is going up, but oh boy, that's a bit weird, isn't it? Well, that being said, we want to get right into this today, don't we? I certainly do. Because last time we sort of just left off in a weird spot. I know, it is a tragic day when a phone dies. I've had this one for so long too, it's really, really sturdy. I got it as a gift. And it's lasted years. But alas, that little bit that actually plugs into the phone that's constantly getting bent has finally gone and kicked the bucket, even though it's reinforced quite a lot, actually. Oh, actually, we didn't leave off at a weird spot, did we? No, we left off at the first to be continued. Now, I don't think there's going to be too many of these, which is why I stopped there. Also, I was nasally yesterday. But usually the finales tend to be like really big, long segments. It was different in the mainline series, kind of, because there were actually at least 3 breaks, because the game took place over 3 days, and there would be a break for day 1, day 2, and then a break at the, like a pseudo break at the end of day 3 before the epilogue. So let's start getting into this, shall we? One of your phone chargers holding it on for dear life, probably lasts a year or 2 more. I would have loved to do that for this. In fact, I was, before stream, walking around trying to see if I could find a way to get to work, or see if I can find a spare charger laying around. You know what I found? I have like 20 USB-C chargers. I have 2 devices that use USB-C. I don't know where they came from. They just spawned into existence on like in my bedside table. It's quite odd, isn't it? But anyway, I keep trying to get into the game and I keep distracting myself, which is not a bad thing. One day I'd like to be able to just do a full just chatting stream, but I usually don't have the mind to talk about, the things that aren't on screen. Well, let's get into it, shall we? Heard about for the ages. Oh, right, we left off in the courtroom with Gavel. Also, I'm really running out of time to do that art for Gavel, aren't I? We're coming up on the end of the game. I mean, I guess the game ending is not a cutoff point, but I'm kind of treating it as it is. As it is. No, like it is. Wrong word. I know, I don't even know where they came from. I mean, I know I had a lot of wires about. I mean, I have a whole box full of them, but it's just all USB-C. I mean, I guess it makes sense. I mean, if I just don't use them for anything, they're bound to build up, but I didn't realize how many of them there were. Is the defense ready to proceed? You bet. Bring it on, Big G. The prosecution has been ready for some time. Oh, wait, are they in a... Oh, this is weird. We're looking at them from the opposite angle. Because usually we're looking at them from the angle of, like, the witness stand. So the defense is on the left. But I guess we're looking at them from the stand of, like, the perspective of the judge. Oh, that's really off-putting. The original attorney in this case, Rosie Ringer, was murdered, while the original prosecutor, Eustace Winner, has disappeared. So, Fender and Franziska have taken over in their place. Oh, Winner has just straight up run away. Very well. Let me begin by apologizing for the delayed start to these proceedings. The crime we are here to adjudicate took place in a prison, an institution of the judiciary. What's more, the fact that the defendant was the warden of said prison carries grave implications. These 2 factors combined cause pre-trial preparations to take more time than usual. And then, the unfortunate passing of the attorney in charge, Miss Rosie Ringer, delayed the trial yet further. But now we are ready to begin at last. Mr. Fender, Miss Von Karma, the court thanks you both for stepping in at such a short notice. Hey, no sweat. Rosie was your pal, right? This was her last case. Couldn't exactly say no, could I? You'll have to bear with me though, gang. I didn't exactly get a ton of time to read the paperwork. How about you, Fran? Everything cool on your side? It's hardly ideal for the prosecutor in charge of the case to have run off and abandoned it. But justice can't sit around waiting for him to grow a spine. The evidence has just been handed to me, so yes, I'm ready. Thank you both. Is this really fine? I mean, it kind of seems like Gavel and Fender have biases in this case already because they were both there when it happened, and they were both there for the investigation and deliberation. I mean, I guess that's fine for Fender, but he's defending a person that he probably agrees is guilty, which, you know, not necessarily bad, not at all by real-life standards, but in-universe, that seems to be the opposite of what he wants. Very well. Bring the accused, Miss Fifi Lagarde, to the stand. Wait, is he gonna... Are they actually gonna make us watch the trial? Is he gonna throw it or something? I invite the prosecution to make its opening statement. Alright, the accused was... Hold it! Oh, that was her. Hold it! Well, what voice did I even give her? Oh, it's been so long. Let me stop you right there, darling. What is it, Miss Lagarde? Oh, I was just wondering if you could tell me something. That something being why on earth I'm here. Perhaps the opening statements will clarify that for you. But will they, dear? Really? Fine, carry on if you must. I fully intend to, if you can stay quiet for just one moment. The murder in question happened at the prison where Miss Lagarde worked as warden. The victim, one Bronco Knight, was being held in the detention center. But the prosecution's case will show that Miss Lagarde took him from the holding cells and murdered him. And she did so with this knife. Huh? Wait. Oh my god, she's actually giving a normal opening statement? I'm sorry, that's crazy. The prosecution in these games never gives a normal opening statement. I mean, I guess Miles did, kind of, in his first case. But even then, he immediately, like, set the tone of the whole series by going, oh ho ho, but have you considered? I updated the autopsy report. And that's kind of like his big characterizing moment in that first game, even though that's not at all what he's like. I find it quite amusing, though. Is something the matter, Miss Von Karma? How can that... No, the evidence! What gives, Fran? Everything okay? The murder weapon, it's not here, and neither is Body Armor Canis' chisel. What? Say it ain't so! Silence, silence! Miss Von Karma, explain yourself. I wish I could, Your Honor. No murder weapon, And what exactly are we all doing here? Really, darling? You shouldn't volunteer to prosecute a case if you can't even keep the evidence safe. I can only work with what the previous prosecutor gave me. Little boy winner strikes again. Hey, gee. What is it, Mr. Fender? Guess we know where this is going, huh? Let's kick this one down the road a little further, shall we? This court hereby denies the defense's request. What? Hey, don't be like that! What's the dealio? She's absolutely right, of course. Oh, she's absolutely right, of course. We can't simply have any more delays. Let's get on and show everybody how wonderfully innocent I am, shall we? Objection! Innocence? I'll thank you to take this seriously. Oh, but I am, darling, and you shouldn't have and you don't have any evidence. You just said so yourself. In the courtroom, evidence is everything. Haven't I heard that somewhere before? And without any, you can't charge me with anything. Isn't that right, Verity, darling? It is. Oh, actually, you know what? Okay, this is rightfully stupid. Is any of you are, like, feeling that? This is actually a really big plot point in the main series, is that evidence is really, really important, and also there's only a 3-day limit. It's kind of like the main problem that Phoenix eventually tries to tackle. Not in the first few games, of course. He's the rookie attorney there with no, like, idea of the bigger picture. But they definitely do get around to it. And it's quite the satisfying moment, even if they kind of dumped it all in the game immediately afterwards in favor of some other stuff. What? Wait, what? Without the items in question, the prosecution's case against the defendant cannot proceed. As such, this court declares the accused, Fifi Lagarde, not... Hey, whoa, 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 whoa! Hold the phone there, hasty pants. You can't go dropping a verdict just like that. Forgive me, but why is the defense objecting to its client being acquitted? Don't be cute, kiddo. You know as well as I do that little Miss Warden over there is guilty as all heck. And as for the murder weapon, you were right there when we found it. Ah, see, look, they are all involved, so it's not, you know, ethical. Mr. Fender, if it is incumbent upon this court to see that fair judgment is afforded to all. And as the instrument of the court, I cannot allow my experiences or opinions to interfere with my work. Exactly, which is why you should not be here at all. Oh, I'm so glad they're making her hateable again. I was starting to worry that they were actually going to make her good. You must think of the Judge Gavel, who was present when the murder weapon was found, and the Judge Gavel you see before you in the courtroom today as two entirely different people. Gee, you're kinda killing me here. I have no choice but to pass judgment based on the evidence available. Objection! And we have that evidence, just not here. Give me some time, just a little. I'll find it, I swear to you. I mean, she does technically have 2 more days if she, you know, has reason for it, and I think this is good enough reason. Certainly the judge in the main games, as terrible as he is, would agree to this. That was always the thing that he agreed to, is looking for more evidence if he had reason to believe that it was there. And the prosecution hereby requests a recess. Oh, yeah, the defense does that too. Come on, Your Honor, don't do us like this. Very well, the court accepts the request. Oh, good, good, she's at least a little bit reasonable. Really, Verity? You won't help anyone bowing to pressure like that, you know. There will be a 15-minute recess. I suggest that both the prosecution and the defense use the time well. Understood. Phew, saved by the bell, huh? Very well. We will reconvene in 15 minutes. Man, that was quite the nasty case, huh? You'd think the security guards would lock the place down if something like that got stolen. I mean, it's a knife and a chisel, right? I think so. So if there's a knife and a chisel on the loose, and the suspect knew about it, that definitely is the cause for an emergency. But we did totally find that knife, didn't we, Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, of course we did. Uh-huh. What's the matter, detective? It's the metal detector, sir. It's, reacting to the alligator. What? How? The metal detector was reacting to something inside her after all. Your Honor, I'd like to remind you of this piece of evidence. The chisel? Didn't we just figure out that that isn't the murder weapon? You might recall that Mr. Canis hid this chisel in the dog's mouth. Would you believe that the real murder weapon was hidden in much the same way? That's right. The murder weapon is hidden inside the alligator in that pond over there. So, did somebody steal it or what? Aye, the alligator is clearly a crocodile. I think that's a translation thing, because here's the thing. I don't even know if Japanese has a different language. Not language, different language. A different word for alligator and crocodile. There are, notably, quite a lot of languages out there that, at least before globalization really took effect, just didn't have words for certain animals. Like, Qilin, I believe, is the name of a mythological Chinese creature, but it also means giraffe. So we get funny things like that, so I wouldn't be surprised if alligator and crocodile, at one point in time, were the same. Also, if they're pretending this is America, then it would be an alligator, I guess. Though there are crocodiles as well. I don't know, it's a weird thing. I'd have to look into it, because I'm not, you know, obviously familiar with this game. This is a blind playthrough. Now, who's this? Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, it's her. Oh, it's these two, actually. I didn't even know it was the other guy. Miss Barry, Mr. Saint, are you here to watch a trial? Yes, we heard it was going to be a real fun show. Do you know where we need to go? Wait, they're not witnesses? Hold on, I need to sneeze. Oh, this is terrible. I tried to sneeze. I'm really trying to sneeze, but it won't come out. Oh, that's the worst. I hate it. Oh, man, no, it's gone. It's gone. I just have this feeling now. It's the trial for the case I was nearly convicted for. It should be starting any minute. We were a little late because of practice, but it's somewhere around here, right? Simeon, there's kind of a problem. They lost some evidence. The knife and the chisel. So they called a recess and kicked us all out of the courtroom. What? But, no, they can't. They're not going to arrest you again, are they? No, don't say that. No. Gee, I forgot how easy it was to upset you. Oh, hey, look, there's our first bot. Let me go bop it. And bop the bot. It's gone. Huh? How dare he embarrass me like that? Who is this? I assume it's Lagarde. Or, actually, it might be Franziska. Speaking of easy to upset... Oh, it is Franziska. Francina, Franderella, chill, okay? Just chill. Stolen account, what is it? Yeah, I've gotten a few of those. I remember back when I first started getting the bots, I actually did click on them. Because sometimes they were actually good, you know? They actually looked like an actual person talking. And some of them were actually stolen accounts. But I eventually, stopped bothering with it, because, just bop it. It's easier. Come on, put the whip away. That's it. That's it. That idiot of a so-called prosecutor. I'll find him and I'll make him eat whip for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Ooh, hey. Milester, you gotta calm her down. The kid's gone cuckoo. I guess I'd better at least try. Oh, it's you. Good morning, my Mr. Ex-Prosecutor. Franziska? You shouldn't be here, you know. You're not in the right line of work anymore. You should be at home planning whatever it is you mean to do with the rest of your life. What are you going to do, Franziska? You only have 15 minutes. Don't you think I know that? And wipe that infuriatingly reasonable look off your face. You're like a news anchor calling me reading the news or something. And it's utterly exasperating. It's probably better that I don't rise to that. Oh, I'm surprised she didn't call him a fool. She tends to have a limited vocabulary when she's insulting people. I never imagined you would be the one prosecuting this case, Franziska. Nor did I, but what a case. The murder of a presidential bodyguard. And by the warden of a prison, no less. The murder weapon was properly entered into evidence and everything. And yet, when you went to present the knife to the court, it wasn't there. That imbecile! Not only did he abandon his case, he made me look a total fool! The next time I see that little coward, I'll whip him into shape if it's the last thing I do. You go ahead and do that, but quit taking it out on the people around him. Okay, let's see, what would I present to her to calm her down? Let's see. I don't think showing her the, picture of Gavel would do much. I suppose it could, though. I don't know, maybe she wants dirt on Gavel. Let's try it. No, that's not it. What would calm her down? She didn't see the president pass. Yeah, all this is relevant to my case, not hers. I have a feeling she'd get very upset if I presented the pin. But it could be. It could be. Because there's not much here that's actually... Okay, let's try it. That's all you have now, instead of the prosecutor's badge you gave up on, is it? It suits you, Miles Edgeworth. Hold it right there. If you think it suits Mr. Edgeworth, you should see it on me. You jumped in just to tell us that. Feel really bad for Winter. The bad move to run away from your case, but the kid also did just learn his whole life was a massive lie. Oh yeah, certainly. He is certainly an unfortunate character. I hope that he comes back in like a heroic moment kind of thing. Well, not necessarily a heroic moment. Like, how do I explain this? I hope he comes back and then has a heroic moment. That's what I meant. Because they're definitely going to redeem him somehow. I don't think they're going to have him just get worse. It's not that type of game. But I hope they do it well. Anyways, I really don't know what I would present to her to get her to calm down. Fender, how about you? Do you have anything to tell me? Hey, K-Meister! So, you got the old memory back, huh? I sure did. It's me again. You had me worried 6 ways till Sunday. Not that other K wasn't a blast, too. Anyway, welcome back, kiddo. Bring it in. No. We need to be thinking about this trial right now, okay? Yeah, I guess things did go pretty pear-shaped in there, huh? Oh, okay, you have things to talk about, too. Perfect. We need to dig up this missing evidence. Lickety-split. But we can't count on them putting the trial on hold much longer. Yeah, it's a stumper, all right. only some kind soul would offer to go find it for us. That's an expectant look if I ever saw one. Oh, is that... Oh, you know, I was kind of expecting that, but in 15 minutes? I mean, I guess they could technically just start arguing back and forth for however long. They tend to be quite good at that. Not them particularly. We haven't seen the two of them in court together before. But the defense usually has a lot of ways to drag it out. Can't help but notice you still haven't asked for your prosecutor's badge back, bucko. Finally decided to come walk the path of righteousness with me and your old man, huh? The committee has my badge, that much is true. But I haven't given it up just yet. I'm still not ready to walk in my father's footsteps. No? Well, it's not like there's a deadline. You do you for as long as you need. The old family office will be waiting for you to welcome you with open arms when you're done. Thank you, Fender. You know, I'm really conflicted over this whole idea of going back to the office. Because here's the thing. We, the audience, the players, know that Edgeworth does not go through with this. Now, admittedly, we know this because I played the games a little bit out of order because I wasn't planning to do these spin-offs originally. Wait, no, hold on. I did know, actually, because he does show up, actually, before the final game. So we know already in the games that he doesn't take the offer. So why doesn't he take the offer, and how does Fender take that reaction? I still don't really know. I kind of been thinking about that a lot, actually. Because I can't think of a way that they write it that's satisfying. I mean, I guess that's why I'm not a writer, huh? The thing is, I'm not expecting this to, like, bomb at the end, like the other one did. Because people really, really love this one, and I get it. I love this one, too. It's way better than the previous. I just don't really know how they're going to handle this all in one chapter. Yeah, if only somebody would go out and sniff that evidence for us. Fine. We'll do it. Way to go, Milesio. You sure? I'll do what I can, but that might not be much in 15 minutes. Fran and I will buy you as much time as we can, okay? Oh, I instinctively fixed that. He said Fran and me. I mean, I guess that's in character for him. G won't be banging that hammer of hers until you've made it back with the goods, I promise. Thank you. I'll be counting on you, Fender. And you, Franziska? How's that sound? Oh, I skipped a line. What makes you think I'd accept your help? How about some advice instead? That you seriously consider a new career as a news anchor? Come on, Fran. Clock's a ticking here. Time to step out the plate. Alright. Fine. We will stall the trial for as long as we can. But you'd better get your ex-prosecutor behind in gear. You know, I quite like having you run errands for me. Maybe that could be your new career instead. I'm glad you're on board. I can help too. I don't want to be arrested again. Oh, this sounds fun. Can I play? Alright, that'll be very helpful of both of you. Very well, where shall we begin? I think we need to go speak to a certain somebody, don't you? Obviously we need to go speak to Winner, yeah? Yeah, after all, he's the one who's handling the evidence.
Take that!
That's right. The supposed custodian of the evidence in question. Eustace Winner. Oh, the new prosecutor guy? Okay, we're on it. Thank you, Mr. Saint. Alrighty then. Think we'd better huddle and talk tactics, huh, Fran? We're just the two of... Hey! Don't keep me waiting, Miles Edgeworth. I'll try not to. We'll be back as soon as we can. Oh, Franny Poo, wait up now. Oh, I'm sorry, I paused there. I was just thinking. So, most of the 15 minutes are going to be elapsed up here. And I was wondering how long they're actually going to be running around for. And then I remembered that Edgeworth actually doesn't have to literally run around. He actually has a car and a driver's license, unlike Phoenix does. In fact, we actually get to see his car in one of the trials in the first game. Apparently Phoenix is not a big fan of it. Alright, we need to find Mr. Winner, and fast. Oh, hello, Cavil. Whoa! Judge Gavel. Ah, Mr. Edgeworth. A pleasure as always. A pleasure? How is it a pleasure? And what was all that just now? Okay, stop it. But Judge Gavel knows that horrible woman is the killer. Why the heck would she... Evidence is the only language that the goddess of justice understands. My own personal thoughts and feelings do not come into it. Is this all Judge Verity Gavel is? You may believe my way of thinking to be heartless, but it is my way. To be this hard and unforgiving. There's something I'd like to ask you, if you don't mind. Please, go ahead. What were you doing on the roof of the big building 2 nights ago? The roof? You met the president up there, didn't you? You've seen security footage of the two of you. And is there something wrong with that? Only that his body was discovered this morning, right next to the very same building. Oh, what? I think you understand what I'm getting at. You were considered a suspect. What happened between the two of you? Nothing. We simply talked for a few minutes. And when we were done, I left. I took the elevator back downstairs alone. That much we know to be true. As I've said, we've seen the footage. And what business did you have with the leader of a foreign power? I'm not at liberty to say. I see. Well, I'm not at liberty to leave until I have answers. In which case, there's only one thing for it. Oh, are we going to be doing mind chess? She's hiding something. Now I have to get it out of her. Oh, I think this is mind chess. Already. Okay, well. Once again, I'm going to start by just reiterating the fact that I do not like this mechanic. I think the conversations are fine. I just wish they were in a different medium. Okay, get through that starting dialogue. Oh, we have a really long mind chess section. Yes, I admit it. We met on the roof of the big building. But it was simply to discuss professional matters. Matters that I am not obliged to discuss with you. Huh. I'm clearly going to have to work hard to get her past her professional defenses. I know, it's not good. It's really not. I wish they had actually done something with the DS, because here's the thing, this game was not on the Game Boy Advance, it was a DS game. They had a whole touchscreen and everything. They could have done something interesting. I don't know why they did this. I will say though, when I was actually playing these games, not these games, the games in particular, but I was playing... Okay, hold on. I need to start from the beginning actually if I'm going to tell the story. So, I played the original trilogy a long time ago. We've been over this, that's why I didn't play them on stream. But I also played the first game of the second trilogy on my DS. I never finished it, which is why I did it on stream. I don't know why I dropped it, actually. Because it's really, really good. But one of my favorite mechanics in that is that they actually use the DS's capabilities. Specifically, the microphone. If you, when you are playing, you say objection or take that while you're hovering over a piece of evidence, it will actually register it and, you know, submit it. It's fantastic and very fun. In fact, I kind of was hoping they would keep that mechanic in the PC port that we played, but alas, they did not bring it with us. Though I will say, they did bring the other touchscreen features in, and they were a bit of a mess to control at times, particularly the 3D model viewer. But I don't actually remember if that was a not a 3DS, I don't remember if that was a touchscreen control or not. It might have just been a mess in the original as well. If he puts up too impenetrable a facade, I'll probably be better off biding my time. I should start by asking about what she met the president to talk about. Ooh, I'm stuttering. Perhaps you begin... Actually, no, before we do this whole section, because this is going to be a lot of back and forth, I'm going to get a drink of water. I have some with me. I refilled it. I'm going to be being responsible. Okay, I'm good. Perhaps you could begin by telling us what you met with the President Wang to discuss. As I told you, professional matters. Professional matters which I do not intend to share with you. I'm so glad you understand. I must say, you're a very busy woman. You'd like to bring your water today? Aye, go get some, go get some. A judge, a committee member, an occasional aide to us in the... Oh, hold on. I must say, you're a very busy woman. A judge, a committee member, an occasional aide to us in the field even. Thank you. I take my professional duties very seriously. And those duties include meeting with foreign dignitaries? Yes, of course. From time to time. The law is my life. Nothing I do falls outside of the scope of my duties. You returned Kay's promise notebook to us just this morning. Surely you can't claim that you fell within the scope of your duties. Oh, actually, it won't be that long. That chess piece broke in one piece. That's nice. I'm not yet a perfect servant of the law. That much is true. No, you are a human being. And that was an act of simple human kindness. You have feelings, Judge Gavel, and you are allowed to have them. About the President's death, too. I can still hardly believe it. If I might ask, how did he die? He was crushed to death by the head of a monster known as Taurosaurus. Forgive me, I should probably explain. Is that true? He died on the set of the movie? He did. Interesting that you should even know what Taurosaurus is. Oh, I imagine I must have heard about it from Eustace. Something about them shooting a movie somewhere near the big building. She isn't fooling anybody. She's clearly very upset about something. Now water for yourself and you water the cats? Aye aye, remember the watered cats? Can't forget them. You mentioned Mr. Winter, who seems to have disappeared along with some vital evidence. Perhaps if she won't tell us what she discussed with the President, we should try to find out what else she might be hiding. Okay. Franziska stepped in to take Mr. Winter's place in the trial. But how was she supposed to prosecute the case if he never handed over all the evidence? My interest in solely ensuring that a trial proceeds fairly once it has begun. And if, once it has, vital evidence cannot be presented, it should surprise no one if the accused goes free. Whoa, that's a crazy line. Excuse me? Crazy only drink... Kiwi... I need to say that a few times because I got hiccups when I tried to say it. Kiwi will only drink at the bowl in the house. Oh, yeah. Sometimes animals have those habits. Though sometimes they're kind of important to have, especially if you have multiple, because it means that you can predict what they're going to do, make sure they don't fight over food or anything. Anyway, hold on. This is a crazy line. Let me look at this. Your interest is solely in ensuring that a trial proceeds fairly once it has begun. That is not the exclusive duties of a judge in the United States or in Japan. Your duty is to make sure that everything leading up to trial is done fairly, as well. In fact, one of your main duties, assuming right now we are pretending you are in the United States, is make sure that all the evidence gathered is legally acquired and relevant to the trial. And also actually, there at the trial. I hate this lady so much. Oh my god. I am a judge, a servant of the law. My personal thoughts and feelings do not come into it. They absolutely should, though. I mean, obviously you need to be impartial to the people involved, but there are times where you need to make calls based on your personal ethical code. So, you have no personal feelings when it comes to Mr. Winter's disappearance? Of course I do. I worry about him terribly, too. Wait, too? Does that mean there's somebody else you're worried about as well? I imagine their identity might explain your strangely agitated state. I don't know what you're talking about. I am a servant of the law. My feelings are immaterial. Oh, that's an interesting trait of hers. Did she have that previously? Avoiding contractions? Because technically contractions are a very informal speech thing. But most people use them anyways because they just flow better in certain situations. I don't know if she had that before. I mean, I can definitely see that being... like there would be some equivalent to that in the original language, but I don't think I noticed that. Also, I think she is worried about something. Is she potentially related to Sean? I mean, that's the only other person involved, really, that she would be connected to, because she's definitely not connected to Penny Nichols. We are all servants of the law, all of us who stand in the courtroom. But we're not superhuman. You, me, everybody else, we're just people underneath it all. Much as we'd like to bury our feelings and remain impartial, that simply isn't possible. You are right, of course. I'm in no fit state to offer impartial judgment. Please, Judge Gavel, just tell us the truth. What's going on? I'm... Oh, what do I do? What do I do? Never seen her lose her composure like this. I should ask her who this person she's so worried about is. Yep, get through that. Are you worried about... I mean, I feel like this first one is the last one we need to do. Because that would probably actually lead us into talking about, I assume, Sean. This person you're so worried about. Is it Torosaurus? I really don't have the time for jokes, Mr. Edgeworth. It's not a joke. When I told you how the president was killed, you seemed surprised when I mentioned that he was crushed by Torosaurus. That was simply shock at learning how he died. Oh, wait. Does she know the person in the Torosaurus costume? I completely forgot that was a person. I had just sort of assumed it was Will Powers, but I guess I don't think he would fit in that suit, actually. So it could be another person, and she could think that the person in the Torosaurus costume crushed the president instead of the actual big head. That would make a lot of sense, actually. And where? A half-built film set on an empty lot? It sounds as if something about where he died is particularly troubling to you. No, that's not true at all. It's just... film sets are places where dreams are made, and instead, a great man met his end there. I only hope that the utmost care is taken when the news is shared with the cast and crew. I'm sorry, but I'm afraid the cast and crew already know. We met two of them at the scene. A crew member, a young actor, Sean Fenn. No, why? Why did this have to happen? Something about the Torosaurus connection really seems to be upsetting her. Oh, is it actually Sean that she's connected to? Okay, I kind of doubled back on that theory and said it was the guy in the suit, but I guess it probably is Sean. I think that might be proved to be a valuable clue. Okay, yeah, we have the clue now. Let's try the first one. Judge Gavel, who are you so worried about, and where are they? My apologies, but I simply cannot tell you that. Need a oh wait, no, we don't have the clue yet. We need two clues, I guess. The person you're so worried about, is it Mr. Winter? He has not been seen since he discovered the truth about his father. Of course I'm worried about him, but this could also be a valuable test for him. I'm gonna bide my time there. I think that's what they want me to do. It's hard to tell. He chose to disappear, and he can choose to reappear. And the other person you're worried about can't? That's not something I'm at liberty to talk about. Okay. Wow, it's amazing how hateable they make Judge Gavel. This line right here, he chose to disappear, he chose to reappear. That's a terrible thing to say about a minor. Don't do that. Do not ever do that. That's like the number one way that you, like, that people, like, not number one way, but it's a very likely way that people can get, not likely, no, what's the word I'm looking for? Having that mentality is a very easy way to have the minor in question get, like, trafficked or something. Don't do that, Gavel. You're terrible. I hate you. Maybe I should draw the I hate Gavel picture immediately after I'm done here. That's not something I'm at liberty to talk about. I don't know what might be happening to that poor child if I did. That poor child, okay. Oh, you are talking about Sean, then. That poor child? What are you talking about? Nobody. Please, it was nothing. Ignore it. Judging by the look on her face, I definitely shouldn't. I think this might prove to be a valuable clue. Oh, hold on, I just realized I need to change something in my settings so that something doesn't pop up on screen. There we go. Now we can actually get through this. Good. Judge Gavel, alright, we read this. So, this poor child is missing, and you're desperate to find them? Oh, wait, she's actually full-on screaming. That's weird. I'm still not screaming, but that's offsetting. And since you say child, I suppose we're right in assuming that this person is a minor? I can't answer, and I won't. It has no bearing whatsoever on the murder of the president. You seem to get very sensitive every time I mention Torosaurus. The poor child you mention has something to do with the movie, don't they? I know, I also know the relation, because they don't, look that alike. She might just be a legal guardian. Also, I'm not screaming. Just need to reiterate that every time she screams. How did you... You're usually so cool and collected. Your discomfort told me everything I needed to know. Who is this poor child? You have to tell us. Very well. You figured out so much already. I might as well tell you the truth. The person I am so worried about, the person I am so desperate to find, is Sean Fenn. Sean? But why? That is more than I can allow you to know. Judge Gavel, you said you would tell us the truth. And if you don't give it up voluntarily, we will have to force it from you. I'm afraid you're just going to have to accept that. I need you to get her... Oh. Wait, we're doing another one of these sections? Oh, I forgot there's another one. Okay, we'll start with do you know him? Do you know Sean personally? He is famous. I doubt there are many people who do not know him. I certainly didn't until today. And you clearly need to be further informed. Perhaps I could teach you a few things. There's almost nothing I don't know about him. I'm gonna bide my time there. You know, I really don't know if it's correct or not. It's so weird, because he's completely shifted her attitude now that we're talking about a potentially personal matter. Forgive me. I allowed myself to get a little carried away. That seems to happen quite a bit when the subject of Sean comes up. Look, I do not know him personally. I simply know a lot about him. I'll need a... Okay, we need a clue. Fine. Are you a fan? Are you a fan of Sean's, perhaps? Am I? Yes, I am. I am an ardent admirer of the work of Sean Fenn, child actor extraordinaire. I think I bide my time here as well. It's really hard to tell. I heard that he was filming near the big building, so I made it my business to learn where the set was and some other important details. I see. I suppose that makes sense. As a fan, you'd want to know such things. I imagine you would also have tried to learn when he was supposed to be on set. Yes, of course. He said he would be filming there all day today. You make it sound like you heard that from Sean himself. I don't think he'd be sharing his schedule with a mere fan, do you? He was at the ice sculpture place. Yeah, I do remember him being there, and because he looks very main character-y. But the thing is, Gavel didn't show up until afterwards. So I think he might have... I don't know. I mean, he is clearly related to Gavel at some point. Like, that much cannot be denied. I don't know why he was there beforehand, though. I think maybe it was just him being there on his own for, like, unrelated? Like, just to tell you what's going on in the future of the story? Also, I'm not gonna lie, that whole flashback with Gregory feels unfinished. Now, not realistically, in the universe, it is unfinished, you know. The whole case went on off screen, and it was lost, and all that. Now here's the issue I have. There's that whole plot line with the two sons. Not a plot line necessarily, but a plot point where the two sons were missing. And one of them being abandoned, yeah, sure, that's fine. But the other one just completely disappeared, and they never mentioned him again. What was up with that? I mean, this isn't going to come up here. There's no chance, but it feels really weird for them to leave that hanging, as we're just on the topic of the previous chapter. No, I misspoke. Ignore me. Every slip of the tongue she makes seems to do with Sean. And now we know she's spoken with him. That's an important clue. You know, okay, we can skip through this because we already read this before. Hold on, I can skip through it. I need to clear my nose. Oh, I can't believe it. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I forgot to unmute. You know, I think that's the first time I've actually done that here on stream. I mean, I've had the game music muted plenty of times. In fact, let me make sure it's not muted right now. Okay, it's good. But no, I think that's the first time I've actually forgotten to actually unmute. I'm saying the word actually a lot, aren't I? I suppose I'm just flustered because of that. I'm so sorry. Let's try not to do that again, shall we? Please, Judge Gavel. You have to help us try and find him. Help you? That would never be allowed. By whom? The goddess of justice? By the one person who knows where he is. Oh! Oh! It's Shelly the killer. It has to be. It has to be. Kidnapping is his whole thing. I know. But, hold on. Refresher. From back in the second game finale, Shelly the killer shows up for the first time. His, MO there is to kidnap Maya, your assistant, and force you to do his bidding using her as a hostage. I have a feeling he's doing a similar thing here, though I don't know why. He didn't kill the president, to my knowledge. If he did, he would have left a calling card so that he gets his payment. But it has to be him, right? There's no one else it could be. Unless they really are going the Callisto U angle, which I keep trying to push, but they really aren't playing into it, so I don't think it is. Anyway, did he get kidnapped? That's what it sounds like to me. At last. The puzzle pieces are finally starting to fall into place. I know why you are so reluctant to tell us anything about your relationship with Sean. Admit it. He's been kidnapped, hasn't he? Judge Gavel, I need you to tell me the truth. All of it. Very well. This time. I will tell you everything. Your intuition was correct. Sean has been kidnapped. I knew it. What does that have to do with anything with you? Sean is... He's my son. Oh, what? Really? He is your son? Oh, he does not look like you at all. But what? Well, we may not have found out what she and President Wang were talking about, but we found out something just as important. Sean has been abducted. Not exactly the endgame I was expecting, but that's checkmate nonetheless. I wonder what's going on with him. The hair has similarities? Hold on. Do I have Sean's picture in here? I mean, I guess kind of. They both... No, I don't really. I think it's just because she has her hair stylized a bunch. Because she has the braid in the back, and the two lightning-shaped bits in the front. His hair is pointy, don't get me wrong, but... Like, the defining feature of his is the anime exhaust vents on the top of his forehead, and she definitely does not have those. They also don't make nearly so much a point of her having a big forehead as they do with him. I don't know. Maybe it's an adopted kid, because they really did not give him any of her traits at all. So that could be it, actually. Not to mention, she is 13 and she is 26, and I don't think they're going to do that. You know, have Verity be giving a child at 13. Yeah. Also, I didn't realize until just now that Verity was 26. I think I checked that the first time she showed up, but it's that's really young for a judge. You don't look anything like your dad, so you're just not used to kids looking at their parents. Well, as far as character design is concerned, if they were going to be blood related, they would absolutely have to look at least in one part, I suppose. Unless being completely different was the angle they were going for, in which case they would probably have made it a bit more obvious. I know, it better be an adoption. What? You're Sean's mom, Judge Gavel? No way, come on, you're too young. You're too young. Oh wow, voice crack. It's true, I am Sean's mother. Look. Magazine clipping. An article about Sean! You always carry this with you, huh? Yes, everywhere I go. I guess you could call it a kind of talisman. That certainly speaks to the bond between them. And you're sure he's been kidnapped? Fortunately, yes. I received a phone call from the kidnapper just before the trial began. Oh, is that why she's trying to rush the trial? Did they make any demands? Only one. That Fifi Lagarde be found not guilty. Well, that certainly explains what we saw in there. And without Tenny, you can't charge me with anything. Isn't that right, Verity darling? I suppose. Without the item in question, the prosecution's case against the defendant cannot proceed. As such, this court hereby declares the accused, Fifi Lagarde, not... And that's why you came so close to declaring her innocent. I failed in my duty to the law. I am a judge. I cannot arbitrate with impartiality. I make a mockery of justice. And yet, I tried to force through a ruling based on nothing but my own self-interest. Judge Gavel, the goddess must be furious with me, but I just couldn't do it. I couldn't sacrifice my son on the altar of justice. I couldn't remain impartial when it mattered most. Of course you couldn't. Are you crazy? Okay. No parent could just give up their child like that. If that makes the goddess of justice mad, then I'm sorry, but she's wrong. Oh, you know, they're bringing up this whole, theme of parent and child that they were playing with in the previous chapter. I did briefly mention it last time. Not last time, but, 2 streams ago? Whenever we were talking about the whole parent-child thing that was happening in the previous chapter with the 2 sons that were one way or another neglected or abandoned. And then those being parallels kind of to Miles' story. So I really do wonder if they're going to be leaning more into it, because they didn't really touch on it too much in the previous chapter. If she really thinks that way, then she's the guilty one. Isn't that right, Mr. Edgeworth? Yes. Declaring the goddess guilty, that's bold. Kay is right. As I told you, though we all serve the law, we are also only human. And none of us could, or should, be expected to sacrifice a child for the sake of a verdict. Thank you, both of you. But the trial must continue. There's no escaping that. Your Honor! There you are! It seems it is time. Judge Gavel? My dad was a prosecutor. Oh, I forgot her dad was a prosecutor. That's also a dead dad. Wow, we said this last time, but there is a lot of dad issues going around. He was. Yeah, he used to work in a courtroom just like you do. And I was thinking about what he would have done if he was in your position right now. If a prosecutor were forced to insist that a clearly innocent suspect to be found guilty. I know what he would have done. Anything, that's what. He would have done anything to get me back. He would. So what I'm trying to say is, you can trust us. What do you mean? To get him back! To snatch him from the jaws of danger! I'm the second Yatagarasu, and if you'd agree to trust me, I promise I'll get him back for you. Heh. The thief who steals only the truth. And perhaps 1 or 2 other things. Well, Judge Gavel, what do you say? Will you trust the great thief to steal back that which matters to you most? Mr. Edgeworth, I'd like to help too, if that's alright with you. Thank you. I know I'm in no position to ask this of you, but please, please, see that he comes home safely. Oh, we will. Don't worry, you can count on us. Here, take my cell phone. The kidnapper may call again. You'll get it back, along with your son, I promise. I will do everything I can to draw out the trial, but I don't imagine I can give you more than about 2 hours at best. 2 hours. That gives us until 2 p.m. Please, I'm counting on you. Okay. I still don't like Gavel, but I'm fine with working with her for now. And here I thought the great thief was on sabbatical. Well, hold on to your hat, because she's back in business. Alright, let's do this. My first commission. I can't afford to mess it up. In that case, we'd better start looking right away. Where to begin? Where the heck did he go? Maybe he just went home. You're right! They won't be doing any filming today after all. Sure, or maybe he went on the lam. Perhaps we should see if Sean left any clues behind at the big building. Hey, what are you doing giving orders? This is a great thief operation, I'm in charge now. That's so. Then, what am I? You're my assistant! Ooh, wow, voice crack again. first assistant to the great thief Yatagarasu. Talk about an honor. I've been relegated to thief's assistant. Alright, let's get to work. Team Yatagarasu, move out! Okay, okay. On to the proper investigation section, right? Or probably some more dialogue first. Alright, here we are. Ready? On 3. Just follow my lead. You'll be fine, okay? What exactly are you talking about? Even in the depths of night. Hey, your turn. Keep up, will you? Why are you making me do this? Because the great thief Yatagarasu just arrived at the scene of the crime, dummy. How's anybody supposed to know that if we don't announce her presence? You may be a thief, but I most certainly am not. Fine, I'll do it on my own. Oh, I would have loved to see Edgeworth do this. Even in the depths of night, when no other bird dares to take flight, no one alone soars shine the light of righteousness on the world's blight. And that one is me, for I am the great thief Yatagarasu. I'm very much aware of who you are, thank you. Now, shall we get on with this investigation? You're no fun at all. We don't have time for fun. We have less than 2 hours, in fact. We'd better get started. You know, I am surprised that those clocks never came into play in the previous chapter. Alright, well, we have the photo. Let's show it to a few people, see if it jogs any memories. Oh, hey, Will Powers is here! Look at that, down below. Bottom left, kind of towards the center. Orange jacket. That's the Steel Samurai. Or at least he's the actor that plays the Steel Samurai. What are you doing here? Are you actually in the suit? Oh, he's a bit slumped over these days, huh? Because he's not feeling well. Oh, hey, Mr. Edgeworth. Long time no see. Wait, you're... This is Will Powers. He's an action star I met on an old case. He's also the man behind the mask of the one and only Steel Samurai. You know, since this is probably going to be the last one, I would like to point out right now that I love how many cameos there are in this game from, like, characters in the main series. Now, obviously, most of them are from the first game, because that's the game Edgeworth was the main prosecutor in. But I actually don't mind that. I really like seeing all these faces. It's been a long, long time since I've seen them, really. Because, you know, it's been years since I played the original trilogy. And that's where they popped the most. Old Bag, obviously, showed up in the other games. But I will say I'm a little bit disappointed that, what was her name? Emma? Yeah, Emma Skye, the detective, didn't play a bigger role. She was on the box art of the game, and she looked kind of important, but then again, I guess pretty much every character in this series is on the box art. But I was just kind of excited to work with her, since I knew she was not, I don't think jaded is the right word, but kind of upset about the whole failing to become a, what's the word? Forensic scientist? I mean, I do think she eventually got the job, but there's a whole segment in the fourth game, or not a whole segment, actually the entirety of the fourth game. She is very upset about the whole situation, which is a shame, considering before that, when we met her, she was very, very upbeat. Well, as upbeat as she can be, considering the situation she was in. Long time no see indeed. Nice to meet you. I'm Kay Faraday, great thief. Mr. Edgeworth has been working as my assistant. Good to meet you. But, thief. Mr. Edgeworth has been assisting a thief? Well, let's not worry about that for now. We'd like to ask you about what happened this morning, if it's alright. Sure. I don't know if I can be much help to you, but sure. So, he'll be one of Sean's work colleagues. I guess we better just dive right in. I heard you were investigating this one, Mr. Edgeworth. Well, yes, but I'm not the prosecutor in charge, of course. But if your case here is assistant, I guess this is her case? No, that's simply, I can see you're an intelligent man. You're right, of course. I'm in charge of this one. Don't encourage her. Alright, I'll need you to give me a straight answer. First of all, this case. Have you noticed anything weird? I mean, perhaps you could give me your impressions. That's supposed to sound like me? My impressions, I guess my main concern is, no offense to the victim and all, but is it all over for production? Are we done? I can't help but worry. I think it's probably safe to assume that you are, at least for now. Right? I knew it. What a bummer. We don't have the location for much longer either. Because you were due to finish shooting soon? No, because they're due to start building. That lot won't be empty for long. They were letting us use it for a while they got ready to make a start. I guess the plan was to shoot the rest on a lot back at Global Studios. I've been so worried about everything, but with people spreading all these rumors too. Rumors? Yeah, this journalist keeps coming around. Y'all been hiding real monsters on the set of yours. Y'all can't do that, I'll expose y'all. She keeps saying stuff like that. I think I know exactly who this journalist might be. Yeah, the photographer, right? I thought you might know her. But you're not, are you? Hiding real monsters, I mean? Oh, are you kidding? If they had real monsters to call on, I'd be out of the job. Oh, so you are wearing the suit. Okay, it's great to know that you're continuing that trend. Though, I suppose in some ways it's kind of a downer for him, because I think he wanted to get out of the suit a bit for some other work. Or at least I think he does deep down, because he was always insecure about his big menacing appearance. That's why he didn't like taking off the Steel Samurai suit around, like, fans and whatnot. Obviously, you know, taking the suit off anyways is not something he was supposed to do. But he also didn't like telling people that he was still the Steel Samurai, because it would kind of change their impression of it. Anyways, let's see what he has to say about creature features. Actually, you know, they've used this phrase a few times already, and I feel like they're going to keep using it. I have not heard the phrase creature feature in a long time. I mean, I know slang falls out of style, and this definitely is something that has fallen out of style, but I genuinely cannot remember the last time I actually heard someone say that. So, you've all been working hard on the movie. Yeah, it's the first time I've been on a reboot of an old series. This one's been a real challenge for me and everybody else over at Global Studios. If only they put this kind of energy into making a new Steel Samurai show or something. What role are you playing in this one? Oh, me? I'm Torosaurus himself. No way! So you're the star? Well, not quite. I'm in a costume, see? My face won't ever appear on screen. Really? Still, that's pretty amazing. I wish I could wear a costume like that. Hey, do you think I could try it on sometime? I'd settle for just climbing inside one of the horns. I'd love to say yes, but that's not how it works. You can't really climb inside that part. Oh, I get it. Because I'm an outsider, right? That's not the issue here at all, Kay. Oh, does she not realize that it's small? Can I ask you a couple of questions about Sean? Sean? Oh, sure. Eddie told me what happened. He just disappeared, right? Yeah, sounds like him. Does he do that a lot? Yeah, kinda. If we take 5 mid-shoot, you look around sometimes, he's just gone. Do you have any idea where he might have headed off to? Sorry, no. I did see him leaving the set, though. Uh-huh? You did? And where was he headed? He got on the site bus, but I was checking some equipment over, and by the time I looked back up, he was gone. The site bus? I wonder if he left any clues behind. You mind if we take a look inside the bus, Mr. Powers? Sure. You'll have to excuse the mess, though. Alright, let's see what we can find. Let's get over here. I assume this is the bus. I wonder which Sean had been sitting. Sean? Oh, that's his seat with the backpack on it. Huh? There's something poking out of it. A videotape. Huh? Oh, we use those when we're shooting. Why would Sean have one? Is there something he wanted to record? Could this be a clue? Do you have a way for us to check what's on the tape? Sure. There's a couple of monitors set up right over there. Alright, hitting play. This is gonna be like the ransom thing? Oh no, this is him practicing with the supposed Gordy. Let's see what we have here. That bag in the back. Looks like it has some. No, that's a handle on top, isn't it? I mean, the bag in the back is the only thing here that we didn't see before. Also, the footprints on the ground have already been made. That's good to know. And the costume is open. I don't know if that's relevant or not, because we didn't actually get to get a good look at the costume earlier. Also, is that really the costume? I mean, we saw the picture of the guy in the costume. Let me look at it, actually. Yeah, when you're wearing it, the feet are normal, but when it's not being worn, the feet are really small and also digitigrade, I believe is the word. I don't know how they get their feet in that. Especially a big man like Will. It's Sean. Is he rehearsing his lines? Sean was there on his own, running his lines. There's a clearly visible footprint right there, which means this must be from last night. Yeah, he does this sometimes. When he's not happy with the scene, he borrows the equipment and goes over it on his own time. Wow, he's really dedicated, huh? It sure is. He may be young, but he takes his craft seriously. You gotta admire it. Well, that part of it at least. The using the kit without asking part? Not so much. I bet he's probably using a lot of film. That he would have been able to use the equipment on his own. Sure, if all he wanted to do was shoot something pretty basic. Huh? What is it, Kay? Where did Sean go? He ran off somewhere. Just left the camera running? Oh, he's using a lot of film now. It stopped. I guess he ran out of tape. Oh, he used the whole thing. Oh, yeah, no wonder they have a problem with it. So, that's all that's on there? Sean's rehearsal? Okay, what else do we have around here? This guy in the taxi has been here, was here last time as well, so I'm going to assume he's just part of the set. There's a rose garden. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Here's an officer at the scene. I can't actually go into the rose garden. Okay. Do I have how many puzzle pieces do I have? Just one? Yeah, just the one, the footprints. Can I present some things to Will? Hello, Mr. Powers. I don't know why I keep calling you Will. I usually call you Mr. Powers. I don't know. Maybe because I've just known about you for so long, I feel familiar with you. Let's see. Not that, not that, not that. Actually, let me ask about that. Do you know anything about it? Huh. So, the Torosaurus's head is broken, and the lot's been torn up by huge footprints. This production is running over budget as it is. Global Studios is risking a lot on this one. Sorry, I know this isn't the right time to be talking about money. People are dead. It's fine. We completely understand. The shoot has been thoroughly disrupted. That can't be easy for you. Global Studios makes the Steel Samurai shows too, right? Oh man, you know what this means, Mr. Edgeworth? If we don't solve this case soon, you can kiss the Steel Samurai goodbye. Ugh, as if we weren't under enough pressure already. Okay, nothing there. How in here? It feels like you're right there behind the scenes, huh? This has been such a great shoot. Everybody's so into it. Crew, cast, everybody. Sure, it's not always been easy, but we kept smiling right through it all. What an atmosphere. And now, this. How did this happen? Not much we can do right now about the fact that the shooting has been suspended. But if we can solve the case, maybe there's a chance the movie can get back on schedule. Another reason to do what we came here to do. Okay, that's not helpful either. What do you have to say about the crime scene, then? Nope, that's... okay, nothing there. How about the lock? Nope, nothing about the lock either, really. The Torosaurus head? So the Torosaurus head is broken. And the lot's... oh, that's the same dialogue as last time. Okay. I guess he doesn't have anything else to say to me. Maybe there's something around here that I need to look at. I mean, I suppose I can talk to the officer present. That, or the map. The map is placed quite conspicuously. It's a map of the area around the big building. Let's take a closer look. Yeah, I probably should not have ignored this. Oh, wow, look at this. We got a whole map. Okay. Let's see. It doesn't look like there's any familiar places here. Huh. No familiar places at all, other than the big building, of course. I was just wondering if maybe a location from a different game would show up. Also, it is nice to see that they do actually have a metro system here, of some sorts. Because I believe they mentioned that briefly in one of the other games, when they're talking about how Pearl must have taken a train to travel, but then is it the whole gag about it being on the foot? I mean, I kind of think that's the point, to mildly look like any city on the coast. Also, cities do tend to go with this grid pattern. It's very efficient. Or at least more efficient than the alternatives, I suppose. Let's check the Sunshine Coliseum. What's up with that? The Sunshine Coliseum. You hold all kinds of events there. Yeah, I wanted to go to the World Thief Synopsium, but they canceled this year. I said that word wrong. What is that? Symposium. I've not heard that one before. You know what? I'm actually gonna put that on my list of words. Let me do that. I don't usually do this in the middle of streams because these games don't tend to have a strange vocabulary like that, but I've never seen that word before. Let's see. Symposium. And it's been added. Wonderful. It was so cool! Thieves from all over the planet all gathered in one place. I mean, that was the thing where they arrested pretty much everybody who attended, I guess. And some people did say the whole thing was just a trap set by the police. And yet you still wanted to go. I mean, it sounds like it was pretty effective, if people still want to go to it. This is the big building itself. So, that's where we are right now. It's kinda cool looking, but I can't quite bring myself to like it. I'm not surprised. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if you never wanted to come here again. Hey, when this is all over, when we have the whole case wrapped up, I mean, can we maybe come here just for fun? We can bring Gummy, too! You don't let the past drag you down, do you? It's quite the admirable quality, I guess. Let's think about that later, shall we, Kay? The case isn't over just yet. We can't afford to start making plans for when it's done. No fun. Fine, let's hurry up and solve this little mystery, shall we? Well, I think the most important thing here is the station, but I'm not actually allowed to look at it. Because here's the thing, if he was kidnapped, and he's right next to a station, he could be literally anywhere. Wait, hold on. I can't look at the Days End Mall, but I can look at the Sundown Sanitation Plant? Why? Oh, which of these locations am I allowed to look at? How about that? I can look at the harbor, I can look at the dump, I can look at the park, and I can look at the sanitation plant. It's really weird that I can't look at the mall. I don't really buy into all that stuff, but they do say the light from the sun in the morning gives you more wrinkles, right? Oh man, I need to clear my throat after that. And why are you talking about this? And what do you think? Because they called it Morning Tan Park. I'd really like to be basking in the morning sunshine without a care in the world right now. And the Sundown Sanitation Plant. Wait, do they make cleaning products there or something? Sadly not. I think they just incinerate all the garbage the trucks bring back. By the way, Kay, you seem a little antsy. Oh, it's nothing. Hey, did you see up in the other corner of the map? There's another garbage facility. Indeed there is. I imagine it probably fulfills a slightly different function. There seems to be quite a few such facilities in the area. Yeah, that place is littered with them. Really? That's what you're so excited about? A third-rate pun? I didn't know it was a good pun. Also, why is it called a sanitation plant if it's an incinerator? You'd think it would be like a water treatment place. There's a garbage processing facility right next to the fishing port here. Do they process garbage they pull out of the sea or something? I guess they might, but I doubt that's all they deal with. So what else? Oh, like garbage that washes up on shore? Smells and fish bones and shells and fish bones and stuff? Wait, hold on. I just realized. That's a dump on the coast. Oh my god, that's such a terrible idea. Why would they do that? That is a nightmare waiting to happen. I mean, look, if this map is to scale, at least as far as the roads and blocks are concerned, it is right up against the coast. That is horrid. Wow. Well, who throws that stuff in there in the first place, huh? They should be ashamed of themselves. You mean shells and fish bones? That's not garbage, that's just naturally occurring. Didn't they ever hear of recycling? You can make earrings, necklaces, and yeah. Let's maybe talk about this another time, shall we, Kay? Oh, I can't check the harbor. Wait, really? I've checked everything here that there is to check. And I didn't get anything from that? Really? Okay, sure. I'll back off then. Let me go back in and see if there's anything to say. No, Edward does not say that I've checked everything here. And I can't make any deductions in this interface. No, huh, there's nothing there. Okay, fine. I guess we'll be back to it later. Beaches are a great place to find cool things, yep. Alas, I don't really have the option to go to them much. At least not sand beaches. Mud beaches plenty, but mud beaches are not that great. Oh, hey there, pal. Why the long face, huh? Ever think you might lighten up a bit? Did you take on any passengers here this morning? There's a witch wear a pointy hat? You bet I did. Just the one fare, mind you. And who was the passenger? It was two guys, out on these black suits, real sharp looking. Did they have a boy with them? This boy? This boy! Nah, like I said, it was just the two of them. Alright, never mind. Thank you for your help. I thought we might be onto something there, but no luck. Oh, look at that. That's, Agent Lang's man, yeah? I think so. Oh, you have a seal skull you found. Oh, that's a great find. I guess well, okay, I was about to say I could technically find those, but since the floor, like the sea floor, is all mud, any corpses that sink are just gonna sink into the mud and then become fossilized, which, you know, it'll be a great find in a couple 100,000 years, but for now, not so much. No, I suppose I could go get some trilobites or something. I mean, this place is great for those. Very good day to you, Prosecutor Edgeworth, sir. Huh? I'm not a prosecutor anymore. But he doesn't need to know that, I guess. Oh, yeah, I can imagine it smelling terrible. Actually, one of the beaches here that's actually used for fishing quite a lot, I don't know what the actual name of it is, because I've always just called it Fishhead Beach, because the thing is, until very, very recently, there wasn't any rules, really, about disposing of fish parts. So the whole beach would be lined up with people fishing, and the whole beach itself, which was actually a sand beach in case you're wondering, one of the few ones we have, would just be covered, from end to end, in fish heads. All of them without eyes, of course, so the seagulls would come down and eat them. But it did not smell good, in case you're wondering. It smelled really bad. Especially because it's quite windy on the beach. Good day to you too, officer. Can I ask why you've been posted here? Me? Oh, I'm just keeping an eye on things. Excellent. Then perhaps you can tell me if any vehicles have come in or out of here this morning. There's a beach you've called Dead Bird Beach. Every single time you've gone, you find at least 3 dead birds. Aye, aye. You know, I suppose I haven't really seen too many dead birds at the beach. And they'd probably get eaten by the other bird before I even notice them, though. None except the taxi and the blue truck over there, sir. Only the 2 vehicles that come in or out. That could be useful to know. Really? Let me check that blue truck, then. Sean! Sean, you in there? No sign of him there, either. Kinda thought that basket on the back of the truck there looked suspicious. He's not wrong, it does. Oh, it's also where we found the seal skull. Okay. Huh? What are you doing, Mr. Edgeworth? Why are you touching the truck? The engine's cold, which means it's been here for a while. No way, you can tell just from that? And if it's been parked here for a while, I guess the driver might not be nearby either. You don't really have time to stand around waiting until they get back. Okay, that's good to know. It's good to know. Let's do some puzzle pieces, because I think that's all we have to do left now. Through them. Well, actually, I don't know if we do have anything to do. I mean, unless the 2 men and the vehicle activity go together, but... I mean, I don't really think those need to go together, do they? Yeah, I thought so. I'm missing something. What else are we missing, then? Can't go in there. And nothing to inspect along the wall, because I'm not allowed to go in the rose garden. We've spoken to the officer, we've spoken to the taxi. We inspected the map. I guess we can inspect the tool, like the filming equipment. We haven't done that yet. Okay, let's check that, shall we? There's an array of filming equipment here. Are you getting ready to shoot something? No, nothing scheduled for today at this location. It's just, a case has gone missing. Oh, that's what we need. A case? What is he talking about? Yeah, all that stuff there is normally stored inside a large case. But I look away for 5 minutes, and it's wandered off somewhere. Sounds like there's a thief around here. What exactly was taken? Just the case as far as I can tell. Oh, hold on, is that how they got Sean? They put him in a box? I was thinking that earlier. Why only take that? I would have been more interested in what's inside myself. I guess whoever took it would have needed the case more than its contents. They need to put something in it. Or someone. Oh, and look at that, investigation end. It's half past midday already. You think Judge Gavel and the others are doing okay? I'm not sure. How long is it realistically possible to drag out proceedings, I wonder? We have to find Sean! Indeed we do. Ah, heck! Not like that, dang it! It is Lotta. Oh, it's Lotta and her little apprentice. I don't remember her name, though. How do you think we're gonna get a scoop up like that? Sorry, Chief, my bad. How many times I gotta say it? We're scoop fiends, wild critters that survive on scoops and scoops alone. Every second we ain't scooping, we're starving. It's scoop or die out there. Yes, Chief. Well, look who it is. Although I can't help but wish it wasn't. Trying to separate fighting cats. I have not had to do that in a very, very long time. Because I have not had cats since I was itty-bitty baby child. And you know, I will say something. As much as I don't especially enjoy voicing Lotta, I do always love the theme that comes on. It's not her theme, mind you. I think it's just from the first game. Like, anytime you're talking to someone upbeat. But it's nice hearing music from the first game. It's been, like I said, a long time. No, I skipped a line, didn't I? Well, look who it is. Oh no, I did read that. When did those two get here? Hey, Mr. Edgeworth. We should go talk to them. Should we? Fine. Okay, can I actually do any puzzle pieces right now, or do I need 2 more? I might need 2 more. They're trying to fight in the curtains? Oh, yeah, that's rough. Let's see. Stolen case. 2 men. Vehicle activity. And that, I can't do anything with what we currently have, but we will eventually. Probably after talking to these 2. Miss Lloyd calls you Chief, doesn't she? Oh, not even an introduction, huh? Just straight to business. Sure does, because that's exactly what I am. She's my #1 cub reporter. Seems my unique brand of shutterbug and caught her eye, so she came to learn to learn the trade. He may be a scribbler, not a snapper, but the both of us are hungry for scoop soup 24/7. Aye, aye, massive jerks. That's how all cats are. Usually, I suppose. I suppose there are outliers. And besides, who doesn't want to be called Chief, right? Tart's pictures were what drew Miss Lloyd to her? Really? I suppose it's no surprise that this particular chief attracted an apprentice with such unique tastes. Sure, she didn't score no big stories just yet, but she's hungry. Boy, is she. Hungrier than me, even. And she wants a Taurosaurus exclusive badder than a coyote wants a chicken. She's been turning this place upside down all day looking for leads. She has? Maybe she knows something about the kidnapping. I think we should ask her, don't you, Mr. Edgeworth? Agreed. We all need to help. We need all the help we can to find Sean. And I can think of one piece of evidence that might encourage her to tell us what we need to know. In that case, let's present what we have before we move on. What piece of evidence, though, would get the scoop from her? I mean, here's the thing, she could get a good story out of a lot of this stuff. But she wants the big monster, doesn't she? Does she want the footprints? Now listen here, you low-down dirty prosecutor. Taurosaurus is mine, you hear? I'll track down every last lead there is to find about that big bad bull. You'll see if I don't. From footprints to the finest strand of stray hair. Ain't a single teeny tiny thing about to pass me by. Strands of stray hair. That's what you were focused on? Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, don't worry. You're nowhere near that stage just yet. And besides, you already had a fine head of hair, right? Thick and healthy, and yeah. And we all lose that odd strand from time to time. There's nothing to worry about, I promise. That's not what I was worried about at all. But I did find it oddly comforting. Okay. What? You know, fine, why don't we just talk to her first? I suppose we can try not to sequence break. This game does not support those actions, or those types of actions. So, now that the story of the underground auction is in the bag, what's next? Ah, come on, as if you even need to ask. Taurosaurus, that's what. Fate done dropped him right in my dang lap. snuck in upstairs to cover the auction, and then he shows up right on the doorstep and stomps big old footprints everywhere for good measure. And do you have a particular news outlet in mind for this big scoop? Ha! Does a bear do its business in the woods? I got me 2 or 3 in mind. They'll all be head over heels they'll be all over this like a rash. Heck, there's even one right in the big building. Tabby and me we're in and out there all the time. Oh, we're in another. Okay, like I said, I struggle with their lines. I mean, mostly on account of how fond they seem to be of throwing us out on our ears, but still. It sounds as if they've both more outs than in. Okay, what do I present her to get her to talk then? The rehearsal tape? No, that's not it. Not the blue truck. Footage. That's a scoop. No, okay. The behind the scenes photo? No. Okay. It's so hard to read her. I mean, not really, but it's hard to read what she wants specifically. Now, we have your statement still. The big head? Nope, same thing. I think I tried this one already as well. In that case... You had the scoop on this? No. Okay, well, why don't we talk to Tabby then? Maybe Tabby will give me something. Oh, well, if it ain't my good friend Ruffles. Good to see y'all again. And you, Miss Lloyd. But how come you're here, if you don't mind me asking? Miss Lloyd, the accusation of murder made against you was of course entirely groundless. But the fact remains that you were a willing participant in the staged assassination attempt. Oh my god, I completely forgot about that. Thank you, Flashback, for it. It's actually useful for once. Did she really get off scot-free from that? The police will no doubt wish to speak to you about the matter. You should be aware that you may well be punished for your actions. Well, they kinda dropped the whole case out of nowhere. Packed me up and shipped me home without so much as a slap on the wrist. I guess it was their way of saying, you keep up the good work now. They did seem kind of keen to get me to never ever mention the whole thing ever again, though. Yes, because you weren't part of the official story of the attempt on the president's life. I can't afford to have you getting in the way of that. Oh, you know what? That makes a lot of sense, actually. I completely forgot there was a cover-up. But, Mr. Edgeworth, telling Tabby not to talk is like trying to stop a dam from bursting with a piece of tape. Not exactly the most delicate way of putting it. Wrote up the whole thing, of course. Every last detail, plus a few of my own. Handed it to the paper. Hopes all high and all. But nothing. Not a peep. Was somebody putting pressure on them? Or were the details you added a little too gratuitous, perhaps? She did have the habit of exaggerating, didn't she? Also, once again, I'd like to draw attention to the open man trap that she has on her bag. It did go off that one time, I think, so I think I am founded in my worries about that. Both seem equally plausible, unfortunately. What are you doing here in the big building? Are you reporting on something? Hey, maybe I didn't make this clear enough the first time we met, but you want a reporter to scratch your back, you gotta scratch hers first, if you catch my meaning. You mean you want me to give you something you can use for an article? Bingo! And it better be good. Because if it ain't, this conversation's over. You do need to know about what might have happened to Sean. Perhaps I should show her a piece of evidence if she has anything to give me in return. Okay, same thing's happening here. Okay, let's try her first before Lotta, because I think she'll be easier to break in. This. Okay, this is wrong. It is, as she said, a fumble. She snuck right into a lion's den without even a thought for her own safety. Yep, the chief is a real champion of truth, alright. Ain't that so, Mr. Edgeworth? Can I say no comment? Perhaps we should reserve judgment on that until we know a little more. Nah, I'm more of a judge now think later kind of gal myself. Nothing else to tell the readers? Only that I'd like you to consider being a little more impartial in your reporting. Nah, I'm more of a cater to your audience so they love you more kind of gal. And my audience is mostly the good old chief. I wish you'd at least try to take things seriously. Okay, that's not it either. It's kind of a weird interaction, really. What do you even have to say? Because you guys are here reporting on the big Torosaurus incident. What was recorded on this? I forgot. Is that important? No, that's not it either. Oh, these two are giving me an issue. Oh, actually, you know what? Hold on. we've made it an hour and 30 minutes in, and we're gonna be here for a while today, probably. So let's take a short break, shall we? I will see you all in less than 5 minutes. Here, look, it's the break time screen. We don't see that often. Go get some water. Go stretch. Go do something. I will. And I am back. Welcome back, everybody. I hope that music didn't drive you too insane while I was gone. I could hear it playing through my headphones because I had them quite loud while I was walking around, and I feel like I probably would have lost a little bit of sanity sitting here listening to this jolly little tune. Now, then what we were doing? Ah, right. We're trying to figure out what piece of evidence I need to give these two to get them interested in giving me information. Yeah, and they're both really... They're not necessarily hard to read. Like I said, they're just hard to know how, like, what they would be interested in, because they're looking for something nonsensical. You're busy chasing the cats? Aye, well, it's good to know that you guys aren't actually getting up and doing stuff when I go on the breaks. Let's see. She is interested in this whole Gordy situation, so maybe the creature feature flyer. No. I have a feeling we're going to be here for a while, but we might present literally everything in order to get this to work. And that's not it either. Okay. You two are so frustrating. We've tried that. How about this? No. Okay. I don't even know if I have literally any evidence that would help here. Oh, here we go. Perfect. Miss Lloyd, this picture. Say no more, Ruffles. I already know what you're going to ask. Huh? You do? You're looking for him, right? The kid? What? You just can't get out from under the drama, huh? Wherever he goes, the bunnies follow. Miles Edgeworth, trouble magnets. Had to separate them again? Aye. You know, I may not have the issue with cats, but not necessarily me, but I had the issue, kind of, with my mother's chickens when I was helping with those. Because, she's been wanting chickens for a long time, and she finally got them, now that she's in one place. And, the thing with chickens is you don't know if they're male or female until they're grown up. So she ended up with 2 roosters, and, well, I mean, you can imagine how that went. Pretty much sums you up, right? My reputation really so sordid. And now you done got yourself wrapped up in a kidnapping too. Crazy. Huh? How do you know about that? Shh, pipe down, will ya? Can't be talking about this stuff too loud. I ain't even told the chief about it yet. Gotta keep it on the down low, okay? And I ain't a cat I want out of the bag just yet. Seriously, how do you know about it? Surely Judge Gavel hasn't told anybody except us. Heh. I bet you'd just love to know, wouldn't you? Well, you can't. It's a secret. She's as stubborn as ever, it seems. Hey, quit staring at me like that. I ain't sharing nothing with that thundercloud of a face. Okay, I need you to tell me, though. It's very important. So, you know something, right? Sure do. Truth is, I done saw it. Little kid being bundled off by two shady characters in black suits. Oh! Okay, it was the two of them who took him. Why? Why are Lang's men trying to get him? What? Do you know where they went? Nope. Don't got a clue. That was kind of far. They was kind of far away when I spotted them. Lost sight pretty quick. Dang it. Still, at least we know something about our kidnappers now. I know, they really did mess up. Yes, two men in black. Okay, hold on. We can actually put some puzzle pieces together now, I believe. And that should give me what I need for Lotta, I think. Men in black and two men. Put them together. Bang. Perfect. This is going to be slow, isn't it? We had to watch the whole animation every time. So, we've learned a little something about the kidnappers. Miss Lloyd saw two men taking Sean away. And the taxi driver remembers giving two similar-looking men a ride. They must be the same people, right? I'd say it's a distinct possibility, yes. There's one thing that doesn't make sense. And the taxi driver specifically said that the two men didn't have a child with them. That's because they had him in a box. Oh yeah, that is weird. Let's see, vehicle activity, and no Sean? I think that's what we want to go with. Or maybe we go no Sean and stolen case. I mean, I could be jumping ahead here, but this is definitely what happened. Okay, there we go. Good. I like how these ones do actually reward you for thinking ahead, because that's what they want you to do. They want you to advance your reasoning. Could it be the kidnappers who stole the case? Wait, you mean... Yes. What if they put Sean inside of it? He's little enough that he'd fit, I guess. So the reason the taxi driver didn't see him might be that he was loaded in the trunk as baggage. But why did they need to hide him? I imagine they may not have planned to originally, but they didn't count on there being a police presence here in the plaza. Right, that makes sense. They didn't want the officer on duty to see him going off with Sean, so they took a rather drastic measure. That must be it. Alright, let's go see what the taxi driver can tell us. Oh yes, he's going to corroborate my story, correct? Oh, I don't have to talk to Lotta. I guess she was optional. The two men you told us about, did they have any baggage with them? Oh boy, did they. A giant case. It wasn't easy getting that thing in their trunk, I tell ya. That settles it. They must have been the kidnappers. Where did you take these two men, if you don't mind me asking? Oh, look, I can see this is important. How about I just give you a ride there? That's a great idea. Come on, Mr. Edgeworth. Alright, thank you. My pleasure, folks. Hey, look at that investigation complete. I guess I could have taken that break a little bit later, huh? I just didn't anticipate to complete it so quickly. April 6th, new location. I assume it's the Sunshine, stadium, right? That was what it was called? Did he have to drive that fast? Feel kinda queasy. Are you okay, Mr. Edgeworth? You look a little green yourself. I'm fine. The driver said he took the men to the garage in this house right here. Which means this must be where they brought the case. No way, look at the name on the mailbox. The name? What? Excelsius Winter? This must be that chairman guy's house. What? Excelsius Winter ordered Sean's kidnapping? Isn't he currently under house arrest? Not house arrest, I'm sorry, under arrest? Wait, hold on. First of all, it's weird that they're not showing us this. They shouldn't have technical limitations here, so they should have been able to make a scene. But what's going on here? Nice! The garage door is unlocked! You spotted that quickly. Although, I guess I probably shouldn't be surprised. I guess the interior is going to be modeled then? Oh. Only like this, though. Odd. Okay, let's see what we have here. Big motorcycle. I kind of expected that from the guy. Some gloves that are still stained. Some bags of soil, maybe? It could be literally anything, actually. Some tools on the wall. Including a sledgehammer and a shovel. Is that a speaker on the wall? Can't quite tell. And I think that's, I mean, obviously the box there. Hold on, what's on the glove? Okay, are they muddy or are they bloody? It's hard to tell. I assume it's a red glove with mud on it, because he wore red. It smells of engine oil in here. I guess Winter Senior must be something of a motorhead. Anybody home? No? Anybody? What are we, Kay? Common house thieves? You take that back. We're great thieves. Don't let me ever hear you say anything different. Have some self-respect, Mr. Edgeworth. He didn't like that at all. Anyway, it seems nobody's around. Hopefully means we're not at risk of being arrested. Don't let your guard down yet. We're only just getting started here. Now, let's find us some treasures. Aren't we supposed to be looking for Sean? Okay, so... those are, in fact, red gloves that have been muddied, I think. Actually, wait, no. That does look like blood. Let me get a closer look. Look, a treasure! Oh, no. Okay, I thought those black spots on the fingerprint, on the fingertips, were like dried blood. No, it's just the writing. These are mechanics gloves. They're designed to be worn when fixing vehicles or working with machines. They're covered in oil that looks like it just came... like it must be from a machine... Oh, wow, I completely fumbled that line. They're covered in oil that looks like it must be from a machine, too. And strangely, dirt. An awful lot of dirt. Yeah, I noticed a shovel earlier. Something got dug up. Or buried. Also, what's with these little white fragments? Oh! I got it. The footprints at the scene of the crime were, in fact, broken open using the sledgehammer, and they were dug up using the shovel, using these gloves. They were done right now because a building is going to be put on that lot as soon as filming is done. So they had to do it. The only issue is, I don't know what this has to do with the president. Whatever's buried there is very important. Is it the will? No, it's the will. But what is it, though? Oh, I guess we have no clues for it right now. We'll figure it out later. I doubt they would have gotten like that from a motorcycle maintenance. I hate that guy, but I have to admit, I like his gloves a lot. You think we can maybe come up with a good excuse to, borrow them? I was about to take them into evidence, but now I'm not so sure that's a good idea. You shouldn't be taking it anyway, Edgeworth. It's not your job. Now then, let's check those digging tools then, since those are clearly relevant. There's a sledgehammer, a shovel, and a bunch of other heavy-duty tools here. That thing makes Judge Cowell's hammer looks puny. If I ever become a judge, I'm getting one like this. I doubt you'd make yourself a very popular swinging... Oh, what? I doubt you'd make yourself very popular swinging one of those around in a courtroom. Really? Fine. What if I swung that shovel around instead? Then it wouldn't be a courtroom, it would be a circus. Promise me you won't do that. Okay, really? I don't get anything off of that? Fine. The big green box, then. I think we know what this is. Yes, this has to be it. The equipment case that Mr. Power told us was stolen. They folded little Sean up and packed him into there and shipped him all the way here, huh? He's a boy, Kay, not a piece of equipment. And it's possible that he's still here. Then we better find him! My reputation as a great thief is riding on this. And yours is my assistant. Sure it is. Oh, is that Winter? Perhaps? Like Eustace Winter? Huh? No, there's somebody in the back there. Sean, is that you? Oh, are we gonna get to see like a deject and depressed Eustace, perhaps? Sean, stay right there. We're coming. Huh? That's... Oh, not a depressed Winter. It's a tied up Winter. Also, there's that bag we saw at the shoot earlier. Whenever, during the rehearsal. I knew it was important somehow. But, Mr. Winter? What's he doing here? Wait, this is Chairman Winter's house, right? Which means... Yes, it's Mr. Winter's home too, presumably. But how do you wind up like this? Untie him, Kay, quickly. Little expert rope work, huh? Leave that to me. I know, you really should say this, because you are usually right about them. Alright, like this and through here and you're free. Are you okay, Eustace? Okay, so, before we talk to him, here's my theory. So, as we established, Excelsius winner, I believe his name was in on the whole smuggling ring thing. He was actually the ringleader, pretty much. So, since the smuggling ring was operating out of Zhengfa, the president was maybe in on it, or he was going after it. One of the two, probably in on it, if I had to guess. And for some reason, they had to get rid of the kid, so they brought him here to Excelsius' house, since they knew it would be empty, and because they knew, like, Excelsius would probably be fine with it. But then Eustace was home, so they probably just bound and gagged him. That seems like the most reasonable turn of events. He looks like he's been through hell. How did you come to be tied up down here? Oh, I don't know. You found me. Why don't you tell me? Because we don't know. Which is why we're asking. I'm not sure you're going to be able to get much out of him like this. No. In which case, there's only one thing for it. Wait, you mean... I hate to beat a man while he's down, but it might be the only way. Are you sure? Look, don't go too hard on him, okay? You might push him over the edge. Understood. I'll tread carefully, I promise. Though I can't promise I'll be very good at it. I never held back against my opponents before, after all. Please don't tell me it's more chess. Please, 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 be a normal testimony. Oh, it's more chess! Well, you know, this is the second chess they've done, you know, so they're probably not going to do any more. I don't think we had a chapter that's done more than 2. I mean, I guess they could do a third. It is kind of this game's whole gimmick. Okay, you know what? Let's just run with it, okay? We had to get through this section anyways. Last time we saw him, he was running out of the courtroom. How did he wind up here? You don't understand. You don't know what it's like to be me. Oh, and he has even more pieces than Gavel did. Oh, this is gonna take a while, probably. He's been through a lot. It's going to be hard to know what might cause him to lose control. Oh, actually, hold on. This could be like a Larry Butt situation. I should elaborate on that. So in the main series, the game plays a lot more with the supernatural elements, which are noticeably completely absent from these spin-offs that we've been doing. And as part of these supernatural elements, the Phoenix Wright gets a little bit of an advantage in the second game. He has a special Magatama that lets him see when people are lying, though he doesn't necessarily know what the lie actually is. He just knows that there is a lie. And whenever you're doing that, you get these sections where Cyclops show up in your vision, showing how strongly the person's trying to protect that lie. Now Larry's interesting because one of the first times you encounter him in that game, he has like a screen covered in them, and then you push him one time, a little itty bitty tiny bit, and all of them shatter at once. So this might be a similar case with Eustace here, or at least I hope so. I'm kind of coping. In which case, I may just have to quietly listen to what he has to say. But why me? Why am I always the last one to know? The butt of every joke. Oh, this is a new sprite for him. We haven't seen him actually crying yet. He clearly has questions. I'll have to do my best to try and answer them. But he's also clearly in no fit state for this. I'll need to try and finish this quickly. I should figure out what he needs to hear and try to calm him down. Just take a deep breath and tell me what's on your mind, Eustace. No, I will not. Even if I did, it's not like you'd listen to me. What is this? Why are you shouting? Objection! Like you always shout objection. What? You're really going to listen to me? Learning the truth about your father can't have been easy. I can only sympathize. That wasn't the hard part. The hard part was losing everything I had ever had in a single morning. I won't let up. You realize that. Oh, wait, no, I needed to keep biding my time there. Oh, this mechanic's so weird. Okay, it's fine, it's fine. Just go back all the way through it. Get back to where we were before. Objection! Everything I thought I worked for, it was all a lie. Dad just made it happen. So tell me, Edgeworth, what am I supposed to believe in now? You can lose faith in everything but yourself. That you have to believe in. Okay, good. I kind of hesitated over there, because I was wondering if this was actually the correct thing. But you don't have to do it alone. Experience I can't give you. The knowledge, that I'm happy to offer. Huh? Oh, I think I had some time to think while I was tied up like that, and I realized something. I'm not cut out to be a prosecutor. I'm incompetent? Oh, I don't even know the right word. Oh, why are you ignoring me? Is this some game of yours? Are you trying to make me feel even worse? No, calm down, please. Okay. I really don't... Oh, I hate this mechanic. Oh, heading all the way back to the beginning? Oh, that's rough. Okay. This is gonna take a second. Also, my nose is starting to get stuffy, which is unfortunate. Yep, keep on holding down the B button. Trying to breathe through my nose, but unfortunately they're completely clogged. I know, I really do like Winter. Which is why I'm kind of upset they only give him this, last chapter to develop. I think the word you're looking for is incompetent. Because here's the thing, his character arc was kind of obvious from the beginning. Because he shows up and he's a puppet of Gavel's. Like, he couldn't be more of a puppet if he tried. So obviously the arc they're going to go for him is him breaking free from Gavel. Now obviously they've taken a little bit of a more extreme approach with him getting effectively disowned by his father. And then he runs away from Gavel himself because he realized he was just using her. Or he was being used by her. And I thought that was going to happen way earlier. So they could actually have him, I don't know, maybe serve in as an assistant role? Gain his competence? Or not competence, but confidence. I don't think he'd become competent over the course of one game. But, you know, who knows? Maybe this last chapter is just really long. They could still develop him. I think the word you're looking for is incompetent. But judging one's own competence is notoriously difficult. So I need you to trust me on something. You're getting better, this Eustace. Day by day. Inch by inch. I swear it. Huh? Oh. Now, I need to ask you something. Will you help me out? Sure. What do you want to know? Well, first of all, thank you for calming down. Next, I want you to tell me more about your kidnapping. Well, I don't necessarily think he was kidnapped. I think he was just bound and gagged in his own home. I need you to be as detailed as possible, Eustace. Tell me everything you remember seeing and hearing. Why would somebody kidnap you, only to take you back to your own home? Don't you think I want to know that too? I'm the victim here. What are you asking me for? How am I supposed to know? They locked me up in that box, then locked me in here. I was so scared. So scared. And did you happen to overhear anything your kidnappers might have said? I think one said, if you want to blame somebody, blame the guy who owns this house. The owner of this house? That's her father, isn't it? Wait, so is Eustace who was kidnapped, not Sean? Really? Wait, where's Sean at then? It is? I guess it is, huh? Oh, I get it. The kidnappers were people who hated my dad. That's not it. At least not based on what else we know about the situation. But there was some kind of link between the kidnappers and Winter Sr. that could be a clue. Why is Miles calling him Winter Sr.? Winter Sr.? You could just say Excelsius. Let's see. Who were you kidnapped by? No, what did they want? I think this is probably the correct one. But as always, there's no way to know. Do you have any idea why somebody might have wanted to kidnap you? What do you mean? Why does anybody kidnap anybody? For a ransom, right? Okay, nope, I need a clue. Fine. Other one. Do you have any idea who your kidnappers might have been? No, of course not. If I did, I've told you already. Your captor wanted you easily at hand, and where you could be more convenient than one's own home. I hate to break it to you, Eustace, but the kidnapping was ordered by your father. Wow, I'm really struggling to get these lines, huh? I think I can blame that on my nose, though. I can no longer breathe through it. What? You don't think he wanted me out of the way? That he was going to kill me? I won't... Oh, no. Okay. It was saying maybe was not the right thing. I think I just need to be quiet there. Yeah. Okay, back through it again. Oh, man. This is rough. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, nope, and I can't ignore him either. I just have to flat out confirm it. Oh, that's... Why would I flat out confirm it? What would I gain from doing that? Because we don't know that for certain. Oh wait, no, that's a denial. Okay, well, even then, even if I read that correctly, I still would not have outright denied it. What good would that have done him? His own son, dead in the family garage, he would instantly have become the prime suspect. Oh, you're right. Okay, so why did he have me kidnapped? Well, it won't have been for a ransom. Not his own son. That wouldn't make sense. Ooh. Hey, first yawn of the stream. So, his motive for the kidnapping must have been something else. This could be an important clue. Okay, another clue. Now we can actually go through that on the main route, and we've already read this before, so skip to the clue part. Why would somebody kidnap their own child if they were planning on demanding a ransom? But, yeah, that is kind of weird. Did anything odd happen during the kidnapping? We do not know who his mom is now. No, I just answered their stupid question, and then they grabbed me. Their question? What did they ask you? Oh, stop glaring at me like that. What was it again? Oh, yeah, they asked me if I knew Gavel. Of course. Things are starting to fall into place now. Oh, they mistakenly kidnapped Eustace because they were looking for Sean. Why? I mean, I guess Eustace is also young, but he's not that young. Of course. Things are starting to fall into place now. Your father, his goal wasn't to kidnap you. He was out to kidnap Judge Gavel's son, Sean Fenn, because he wanted to force her honor into declaring Warden Legarde not guilty. Wait, Gavel has a son? And it was also Legarde who would be found not guilty? I think you were mistaken for Sean, and that's why you were kidnapped. What? You mean I went through all that by mistake? I don't think it's gonna be Fifi. No. That'd be a really weird thing, especially considering Eustace has had plenty of interactions with her. Though I will say, I don't know why Legarde is sort of like the center of this whole thing. She doesn't seem especially important to like the greater narrative. She was helping operate a smuggling ring within a prison. It has nothing to do with the international smuggling ring. It has nothing to do with the case that Gregory was on. It has nothing to do with 12 years ago, presumably. Because Edward wasn't even a prosecutor then. Why is she so important all of a sudden? Like, who wants to save her? It can't be for personal motives. Maybe she was involved in the underground auction. Oh wait, that makes sense. Yeah, that would explain the part where... Where what? Have you remembered something? No, it's nothing. I'm nothing. I'm useless. Meaningless. Just go. Just leave me alone. But this isn't good. I think I've pushed him as far as he can reasonably be pushed. I have to calm him down and then get him to tell me what it is he just remembered. Okay. Judging by his frail demeanor, I'd say he's still suffering considerably. I need to help him get back on his feet. You remembered something just now. What was it? I don't remember anything. All I remember is him. You mean your father? Him? You mean your father? Oh, no, I didn't mean to bring him up. I'm nothing compared to him. I never made have been made a prosecutor if he didn't help me. I've been wanting to ask you about that for some time. Why did you become a prosecutor? What do you mean? You think it too, don't you? That I wasn't meant to be one? That I'm not good enough? Say something, will you? You chose this path. Why? You must have a reason. It's not like that. There's no big reason behind it at all. The reason is stupid and dumb and not important. Like I said, it's stupid. It probably doesn't mean much to anybody except me. I've often felt much the same about my own reasons for becoming a prosecutor. Really? You have? But you're a real one. A good one. A success. Even my dad, the chairman of the committee, said so. You wanted your father's approval. I can well understand that. You can? I thought if I became the best prosecutor out there, he'd finally accept me for who I am. I just wanted to not be useless. You're not covering for your father anyway, are you? What? But no, I would never cover for him ever again. I mean, why would I do? Why would I after what he's done for me, or what he's done? Wait, again, that's important. You have a strong desire to be of use to him, so he'll approve of you. Isn't that fair to say? Oh wait, when he said again, he meant because he covered from in the previous chapter. I forgot about that. I mean, why can't I be? Just once in my stupid life, why can't I make it better? Why can't I clean his name? Bide my time? Please don't send me back to the beginning if this is wrong. Oh, it's wrong. Okay, don't send me back to the beginning. Please, please, please. Oh my god, we're back to the beginning. Okay. This is why I hate these sections. Let me see if I can actually remember all the correct answers while we're speeding through this. We got the first one right. Bide your time there. What was the next one? Bide my time again? Yeah, okay. What was the next one? Father's approval? Yep. We are running down that clock, aren't we? Yep, okay. We gotta be quick with these button presses. I think the next one is where we were last time, right? Yep. I won't let up. Oh, wait. Oh, that's also wrong? Oh, wait. Why am I supposed to correct him? I'm supposed to correct the words he's using? That's so dumb. Oh my god, I hate these sections so much. Okay. I had to really click fast then. Okay. Be quick, be quick. Okay. Oh, wow, it's getting really small. Oh, I ran out. Okay. What happens now that I ran out? Oh, I take an extraordinarily tiny amount of damage to my, like, resolve meter, or whatever it's called. And then I get refilled. Okay, that's actually not bad then. What's the point of the time? I mean, I guess the timer adds pressure, but as soon as someone figures out what the timer's supposed to do, it kind of loses its purpose, doesn't it? Especially since you go back to the beginning anyways. Man, this section is just so poorly designed. Okay, speed through it again. Back to where we were before. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Almost there. About halfway, I think. Yeah, see, why is correcting his... okay, I hate this. It isn't possible to clean a name, Eustace, but you can clear one. Huh? Oh, I never knew that. Really? That's the interaction? Oh my god. I can't believe this. Okay, you know, move on. Pretend it didn't happen. In your father's case, though, it's going to be hard. His crimes continue as your kidnapping shows. Knowing that, do you still think you can help him? But what else do I have? What else am I supposed to do? Why don't you be the better man and rise above the father who made a fool of you? Stare him straight in the eyes and stop him from committing any more crimes. Hey, you're right. I'll prove him wrong about me. I'll prove him wrong about everything. That seems to have calmed him down again. Now I just need to get him to tell me what happened to the evidence. Let's see. Key pieces of evidence from the Lagarde trial failed to make it to the courtroom. As the prosecutor in charge, they were your responsibility. Did you misplace them somehow? No, no, that's not what happened. You haven't heard my side of the story. I thought I was putting them in the safest place there was. But, oh, what did I do? What did I do? I'll need a I need a clue. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. What connects the two? What connection between your father... What's the connection between your father and Warden Legarde? Sorry, I don't know much about that. You can't think of anything. Even the smallest morsel could be a valuable clue. Oh, I think they maybe worked together once and... what else do you remember? And? What is it? What else do you remember? I think she got the job at the prison because my dad recommended her. Interesting. And did he have any particular reason to recommend her? I guess he thought she was good at her job, unlike me. I think they knew each other from back when he was the chief prosecutor. What was he like back then? Was he different at all? Oh, he was amazing! That was the piece of evidence he didn't know, or case file he hadn't read. An intimate knowledge of cases and the evidence pertaining to them. That could be an important clue. In that case... Maybe the bottom one? I don't think the clue helps the top. Alright, I need you to tell me more about what your father is up to. If you continue to cover him, you can only be considered an accomplice to his crimes. What? Oh, come on, Edgeworth. That's a little harsh. I said I'd talk, didn't I? Why are you threatening me? Oh, you're just a big bully. I hate you. Ugh. Oh, no. Pressing that is just completely wrong at all times. Okay, fine. I think that's the first time we've had one of those. Why are they introducing that so late? Or maybe I just never chose one that was like that previously. I don't know. Anyway, speed back to where we were previously. Back to where we were, back to where we were. Here we are. I think I know what you thought would be the safest place possible. With your father, isn't that correct? Oh, what? He told me it would all be safe with him. He told me there was nowhere safer. Well, I'm afraid he betrayed your trust. And in the ugliest way possible. Oh. You know, maybe I got this the wrong way. I was thinking maybe the lot at the big building was dug up to find something that was buried. But what if they were just burying the evidence there, so that the building would be built on top of it? That could be it. Well, I'm afraid he betrayed your trust, and in the ugliest way possible. So he got rid of it? Why, Dad? I missed the line. It's fine. Your father wanted to obscure the truth in order to ensure that Warden Legarde was declared innocent. There's no easy way to say this, Eustace. He used you. What? There's a chance that the evidence is still in Chairman Winter's possession, and we still don't know where Sean is. We need to get back out there and find him. It's all my fault. What do I do now? I can't stand by and watch him like this. He's had a brutal collision with reality he never even knew existed. I should ask him what he means to do now. Perhaps I can even help him figure that out. No way around. Okay. So we're actually going to set him on his right path, right? And then he's going to have his hero moment later? His redemption moment? I always call redemption moments hero moments, but they might as well be. It's part of the hero's journey. Kind of. So, what now, Eustace? Well, first I'm going to give this stupid jacket back. I don't deserve to wear it. My dad always said that clothes make you a man, but I'm no man. Do I need to correct him again? Is that it? It's clothes make the man, Eustace. Oh, it is? Thanks, Edgeworth. I'm learning a lot from you today. Oh, I guess he just likes to be corrected then. Okay, sure. That's good to hear. Now, about that jacket. Why don't we make you into a prosecutor worthy of it? Alright, let's do it. Let's make it so nobody ever makes fun of me again. Do I say don't get too excited? No, okay. I mean, that feels like what Edgeworth would say. Yeah, I just don't like these sections. Oh. I feel like every time we get here, I just turn into such a drag, but these sections are so terrible. Like, mechanically speaking. Once again, I would like to emphasize that the conversations were great, you know, the back and forth, but I just don't know what they wanted, how they wanted this to play out mechanically. But how? How do I get there? And tell me, what do I need to do? I just don't know. I don't know. I'll need a... Oh, I know. Never mind. I needed a clue anyways. I was still the wrong path. Do you mean to be like your father? To continue to ignore the truth? Oh, come on, give me a break, will you? Can't a guy get a glass of human kindness when he needs one? Do you mean the milk of human kind? What the heck? The milk of human kindness? Really? That is such an obscure one. I have not heard anyone utter that phrase outside of Fallout. And even then, it's not even used as a phrase. It's someone interpreting it literally because the phrase has fallen out of use like 200 years ago. Milk of human kindness. What? Who even uses that? That's crazy. I mean, he clearly has... Yeah, I know. It's so weird. Clearly, Eustace has some level of book smarts if he knows this phrase. But why this one? What was the Japanese equivalent that led them to choose this phrase for the localization? This is, you know, hold on, I'm getting the notepad out. I want to research this later. Notepad. Why does Eustace say milk of human kindness? Why does he even know that phrase? Milk of human kindness. I misspelled it. There we go. That'll work. Wait, I spelled... There we go. Now it'll work. Okay, I'm gonna find that one, find out what happened there later. I would really like to know what happened in this particular case. I'm afraid that's not quite how the phrase is used. Huh? It's not? Listen, talking with you like this, it's helpful for me, too. There was a time where there were truths I didn't want to face up to either. But a good friend taught me the error of my ways. That's nice, but I don't have anybody like that. If you could muster the courage to try and find your feet again, I'd be very happy to help. Oh, you would? But only if you really mean to try. I don't want to be like my dad. You want to be better than him, don't you? Yes, Eustace, I see it now. Oh, I guess that whole thing didn't even really give me a clue? Okay, fine. You mean to continue working as a prosecutor, Eustace? I don't even want to think about that yet. After all, I only ever became one because of my dad. I probably shouldn't even think about carrying on, should I? The only person who can answer that question is you. Wait, do we just need to go through all three options to, like, cheer him up? Is that what we're doing? Only you can decide what path you choose to walk. Then, I don't want to stop being a prosecutor. If I give up now, I'll regret it for the rest of my life, I just know it. So, he intends to see this through. I'll bear that in mind. He's told me that he wishes to be better than his father, and that he wishes to remain a prosecutor. I take that to mean he wants to be a different kind of prosecutor than his father. That's the first important decision he's ever made for himself, and it tells us where he means to go next. Okay, we can skip through this because we already read this one. Wait, hold on. First of all, is there new dialogue there? No, it's the same. It's the same, okay. I forgot. Yeah, I had a whole thing where I stopped and talked about how it's weird that he likes us correcting him. Yep, bide your time. Yep, get all the way to the part where we need the clue. Here we are. You want to remain a prosecutor, but walk a different path from your father, correct? It won't be easy, but the path you have chosen is that of the true prosecutor. And now that you have chosen it, when the time comes, you'll know exactly what to do. You know, I'm surprised he didn't recommend him to be like an attorney. It kind of seemed like the direction they were maybe going. You're lucky. I myself still haven't quite decided what to do with my life. But you have, and it's a choice you made all on your own. Now, all you have to do is believe in yourself, and in the path you've chosen. Yeah, I'm not gonna cry. You know, I will say though, Eustace isn't actually the worst prosecutor we've had. I mean, oh, what was his name? What was his name? I'm gonna look it up. Hold on. What was their name? Spirit of Justice Pain. Gaspin Payne. Right. So, Gaspin Payne is by far the worst prosecutor in this series. Not only is he a terrible prosecutor, so bad that he had to flee to a country where it is almost 100% guaranteed that the prosecution will always win. But he is also just a terrible person who treats the opposition very poorly. I hated him. I hated every second of his existence. I didn't find him... I mean, okay, I found one part of him amusing. But that's it. He really was just the worst, and I dreaded him. I will say, though, he was fun to voice. You know, I'll give him that. Mistaken for Sean and kidnapped by his own father's underlings. And losing his... Oh, wow. Hey, my nose cleared. Oh, because it all went down my throat just now. That's why I coughed. Hold on, give me a second. Okay, I'm good now. And losing his belief in himself as a prosecutor after his father stole his evidence. He's been through so much in the span of a single day. More than I can imagine. Well, it took a little longer than I thought it would, but that's checkmate. Oh, and I get that tiny bit of damage back. Please be the last mine chest of the game. I mean, I feel like we kind of have to do one more for the finale, but I don't want it to happen. Ugh, no! Wow, I don't think I've ever seen him move so fast. He's particularly speedy when it comes to running away from things, it seems. Oh, and we're all the way back here. Okay. I guess they really didn't want to draw the outside of that house. Or the inside. We don't have much time left. I think we better check in with Fender. He'll want an update on what we've discovered. And we need to know what's going on over at the courthouse. But Eustace ran off, right? Isn't he supposed to be the prosecutor in charge? We're just updating Fender. Nothing else will change. Franziska will continue for the prosecution. Okay. Is that really alright, though? It's going to have to be. Like you say, Eustace ran off. Oh, just wait, no way is Gavel gonna have her phone on, right? Oh, Fender probably has his phone on, okay. Look, I hate to be a stickler for the details, but let's go over this just one more time, shall we? No murder weapon means no conclusive proof, means no conviction. That's all there is to it. That makes no sense. The lack of a murder weapon doesn't prove your client's innocence. Don't make me come over there and whip it into you. Hey! Eddie, darling, how much longer is this going to take? It's almost as if you're trying to drag this out for as long as possible. Sorry, Fiefs. It's our friend the prosecutor over there. She's stubborn as a freaking mule. Then give me a satisfactory explanation. Or I'll just have to keep whipping you until you can. You know, I think the Fender-Franziska pair in the courtroom actually has unrivaled potential when it comes to dragging things out. Because Fender is just going to be smug and aloof kind of the whole time. And Franziska literally has a whip. I don't think, like, even if the person, like, holding Sean hostage was watching, I don't think they would have to be miffed about this whole thing. Because they'd probably just be just as frustrated with the prosecutor as everyone else in the room. Though, I suppose Phoenix and Edgeworth could probably go on for back and forth for a long time, but that's just because they really match each other's, like, wavelength. Seriously? I had already taken more licks than I'd had birthdays. Come on, Miles. What's taking so long? I'm happy to buy you some time and all, but I'm taking a beating here. Oh, sorry, G. This one's important. Mind if I take it? Fine. Fender. Oh, Miles Areno! Boy, am I ever glad to hear your voice. How are things on your end? We found Eustace. Sweet. And the knife? And the chisel? Unfortunately, he entrusted both to his father's care, which means the Chairman Winner is the only person who knows where they are. Chairman Winner? But why would he... We're not quite sure of the specifics just yet. But we do know that Chairman Winner and Warden the Guard have some sort of connection they'd rather others don't know about. Gotcha. Alright, I guess the next move will be to get Excelsius Winner on the stand. Best to hear the deeds from the proverbial horse's mouth, right? I'll keep looking for the missing evidence. And for Sean. Well, shake a leg, will you, big guy? Can't keep this one going to the judges much longer. We're a gnat's whisker away from a verdict here. Understood. I wonder how long Judge Gavel's nerve can hold. This can't be easy for her. We need to hurry. How are things going over at the Courtroom of Doom? They're going to call Chairman Winner to the stand. Who knows how that will go for them. Yeah, he's already stooped to the evidence stealing and kidnapping. What else is he capable of? Exactly. Perhaps we should look over any evidence we have relating to him, just in case it might help. A good idea. Alright, leave it to me. Presenting a hot new piece of evidence fresh from the evidence oven. The gloves we found in the garage. Yes, I was thinking about those. Anything else? Well, what about the case file from the I-7 incident? Chairman Winner was involved in that, right? Yes. He helped suppress the evidence. It's probably a good idea to have the notes on hand. Can I take a look at those? Not yet. One more line? There we go. I really need to read those. Let's see. 24th December, 18 years ago. Prosecutor Manfred von Karma, defense attorney Gregory Edgeworth. Victim Artie Frost, suspect Samson Tangaroa. Body of Artie Frost discovered in mansion belonging to Samson Tangaroa. Persons of interest: Delicia Scone, Judy Bound, Carmelo Gusto. Notes: Carmelo Gusto and Artie Frost's sons both visit Tangaroa's mansion up to the day before the incident. From the day of the incident onwards, their whereabouts are unknown. Okay, maybe we will get a follow-up on that. I was kind of worried that they were just going to leave that hanging. Well, here's the thing. One of them, I don't remember which one it is, but one of them actually does, like, kind of exist somewhere. Oh, right, Artie Frost's son. They said he showed up somewhere, because he collected his, like, his inheritance. But Gusto's son is all unknown still. Okay, that's good to know. Excellent. What else do we have? We sure do. Oh, wait. Do we have... Oh, wait, hold on. Did I read that wrong? Oh, excellent. And do we have anything else? We sure do. Last but far from least, there's this. Your Yatagarasu pin. Okay. I asked for evidence related to Chairman Winner. Can you please try and take this seriously? This is the guy who spends his life presenting people with evidence that has nothing to do with anything. That's different. Wait, that's Eustace. Huh? Hey, what are you doing? Huh? What are you doing here? Rude. He totally ignored me. What was he doing in Big Building, anyways? Let's go inside and see if we can figure out what he was up to. Yes, good idea. Really? I want to go dig up those patches of dirt. Huh? The hatch is wide open. Maybe Eustace opened it. Did Eustace really come down here? Mr. Edgeworth, look! The safe, it's open! I guess maybe he did come down here. Better take a closer look. Okay, I was wondering about this very suspicious safe. What do we have in there? A ring with a... Well, okay, there's some characters on it. I can't tell what they are from here. A folding chessboard. Have we seen that before somewhere? I don't think so. Maybe we have. I mean, there's chessboards all over the place in these games. And a... envelope. There's some stuff on the inside. I think we better take a look, don't you? The owner will just have to forgive our prying. Is it a document of some kind? Let's see. Yeah, a document. And there's a photo attached, too. This picture, it's of... Whoa, that's Mr. Knight, right? The name's Bronco Knight. I'm the president's personal bodyguard. I don't actually remember the voice I gave him. This is a new voice for him. Then the guy who's... You're right! The one in prison, because, they were doing correspondence chess. In fact, Bronco Knight had the folding board, I think. Because he had the thing snuck in using it, right? What did he have snuck in using it, though? It was like a chisel or something, right? The point is, he had He had the folding chessboard, and he snuck it in. Yeah. Well, he had it delivered, and something was snuck in inside of it. Why is there a picture of him in here? And what's the paperwork about? I'm not sure. Let's take a closer look. You are right, darling. There's some sort of connection between Knight and Canis. As you know, we've been trying to find out who Canis plays his silly correspondence chess games with. Well, now we know. I'll be pulling Knight into my office for a thorough grilling tomorrow. And I'll make that worm admit that he's Canis' lackey if it's the last thing I do. So you do your bit too and retrieve the package we laid to rest 12 years ago. I'm sure it's still right in front of the planter where I left it. Or where we left it. Yeah, the murder weapon, the chessboard. It seems to be some sort of report on Knight. It seems to be from Lagarde. So, here's what I gathered from that. Lagarde wanted to know who the murderer, Canis, was playing chess with, because they had some sort of information. Presumably on the smuggling ring, I guess. And it's hard to tell. But, by smuggling ring, I mean the prison smuggling ring. But then, they took Canis in, and then the whole incident occurred where he died. Not Canis, I'm sorry, Bronco. And then, while this was going on, they were also trying to get evidence on the events from 12 years ago recovered. Is like there a statute of limitations approaching or something? And it's hard to tell. Yeah, and it must be from right around the time he was killed. We know that Knight was killed while being interrogated in the prison warden's office. I think we can safely assume that this document was written by Fifi Lagarde, don't you? I'd say so. But who was it written for? Oh, I guess whoever owns the safe. I'd say that's likely to be the auctioneer, Excelsius Winter himself. Proof they really did know each other. Indeed. Not only that, it proves another connection. Huh? Lagarde and Winter were trying to flesh out Mr. Canis' henchman. Oh, you mean Bodhidharma Canis, right? The assassin guy with a soft spot for dogs? Yes. Something links the three of them. Something they don't want anybody to know. But what? I don't know yet. But I suspect it has something to do with this case. And what about the other thing? There's a ring in there as well. Wait, there's something else in here we've seen before. There's something on his finger. Let's take a close look, Mr. Edgeworth. It's a ring, and an expensive-looking one at that. Don't even think about it, Kay. What? I didn't say anything. Well, Mr. Knight. Your chess set and your ring are here, too. All your possessions in one place. So, basically, the safe was full of evidence from the murder of the prison? It would seem so. Which means the missing knife and chisel might be here, too. Knife, chisel. No dice. There's nothing else in here apart from Mr. Knight's stuff. Really? Curses. Oh, I say that curse is really weird. I may be dead. Curse you, Edgeworth! Our game isn't over yet. But he left unfinished business behind him. I think we need to find out what it was. Oh my god! I just noticed! The ring! That's Artie Frost's ring. So is he the son? Is that what's going on here? I was thinking that a second ago. Oh, thank you, Green Arrow, for telling me where to go. Hold on, but look at that. That's the Artie Frost ring. 12 years ago. But the incident wasn't 12 years ago, was it? It was 18 years ago. So what happened 12 years ago? We have literally no clue. Oh, who's this? Could I interest you two in some cotton candy, perhaps? Oh, I was right. Okay, it is him. I have ice cream too, but if I recall correctly, you weren't much of a fan. You! The killer! It's wonderful to see you looking so well, Mr. Edgeworth. What are you doing here? It's just as I said. I'm selling cotton candy. Can I really not interest you in some? Parting Clouds, it's called. Very apt. Sweeter than death itself. And so delicious you'll feel you're parting the clouds en route to heaven. He's the last person on Earth I'd accept candy from. I was hoping to ask you about my little message. Did you manage to figure it out yet? Congratulations on another case solved. Yet I can't truly say it's been fully resolved, can you? Have you been watching us this whole time? Watching you? No. I prefer to think I've been watching over you. The stand here really is the most marvelous little vantage point. How are those two things any different? And what does he want from us? The President's murder, was that you? Oh, no. My contract elapsed a little while ago. He was rather famous among us assassins, you know. The man no one could kill, notoriously stubborn despite multiple attempts over the years. And it wasn't just that brawn of him that kept him safe. He used bodyguards, body doubles, you name it. Oh, wait, was that a body double then? Because we don't know why he's buff still. And I was kind of assuming it's the poison. Or I was assuming that the yellow splotch on him is poison and that it was a paralytic. But it could be a body double. It certainly wasn't his brawn that kept him safe. Sadly, this time, his bodyguards were nowhere to be found. And after Mr. Rook died to save him, too. As I said, it wasn't me. I do not kill without good reason. Which is something else I have to be grateful to Mr. Rook for. Thanks to him, I avoided killing someone entirely unworthy of my attention. Thanks to? What does that mean? The person who hired me deliberately misled me as to the identity of my target. A betrayal of trust for which I won't soon forgive them. That is why I'm currently doing all I can to track them down. And do you know what I think? I think you and I are looking for the same person. Is he talking about whoever it was that killed the president? And who is this person, if you don't mind me asking? Oh, come now, I can't tell you that. It's against the rules. Revealing the identity of a client is out of the question. I'd hardly stay in business long if people couldn't trust me now, would I? But that doesn't mean there's anything to stop me from catching up with them in my free time. Then what are you going to do when you find them? Why, dish out a little justice for the betrayal I suffered, of course. What? What? What are you saying? What's going to happen to them? I think you can imagine. Well, this hasn't exactly been a pleasant catch-up. Ah, but I shouldn't leave you completely in the dark. There's something you ought to know. Our mutual friend, Body Homocanus. He escaped 3 days ago. What? 3 nights ago, to be precise. His cell was suddenly, simply, empty. Almost as if he knew I was coming to pay him a visit. Wait, did the killer want to visit Canis in prison? Does that mean he's the person the killer is looking for? Now, I'd better not take up any more of your time. We'll be seeing one another again soon, I'm sure. Let's both keep up the good work, shall we? We'll run our target to the ground in the end. I must say, Shelley is very bold walking around with that symbol on his back. If he encountered even a single high-profile law enforcement officer, he would get caught immediately. Because that is his calling card, and only, like, the police are supposed to know about it. You know, to prevent copycats. But I suppose he is just that good. First a killer, now Canis. 2 assassins on the loose. Oh, whose ringtone is that? Huh? That sound. Mr. Edgeworth, it's Judge Cavill's cell phone. Whoa, really? She has an ominous ringtone. But I suppose it's fitting. It definitely gets you alert. Could it be Sean? How's it going, Miles? Whoever it is using a voice changer. Who is this? It's your friend in the red raincoat, of course. Red raincoat? You're the one who abducted Kay. Bingo! Well figured out, Mr. Genius Prosecutor. Wait, no, don't tell me it's... Hold on. The speech pattern seems very reminiscent of our friend Fender. Please don't tell me it's them. That'd be... I don't want it to be Fender. I want Fender to be a good guy. Because I can't think of anyone else here who would speak like this. Actually, I guess it could be Lang, actually. But I don't think it's going to be Lang either, because Lang's kind of on his redemption arc right now. I can't hear, Mr. Edgeworth. Sorry. Where's the speakerphone button? I was as surprised as anybody when she lost her memory like that. Talk about a curveball. Hey, I'm staying right here, you know. But never mind all that. I called to talk about something else. Yeah, there's something I need to tell you. Truth is, I was the one who made Big Bad Chairman Winner kill little Miss Rosie Ringer. Oh, actually, you know what? I just realized it can't be Fender. Okay, I'm so glad. I'm so glad I thought that through for a second, because he's in court right now, and he's helping with this whole situation. There's no way it's him. Who is it, then? Is it not going to be an established character, perhaps? I mean, I guess it could be the actual president. And he just swapped up his speech pattern, I guess? Though to be fair, I guess anyone speaking with voice changer would also change their speech pattern. Yeah, in that case, maybe it has to be new. Maybe we're going with the Callisto U angle, right? I'm not going to stop pushing it. I feel like she's unresolved. I feel like they need to bring her back. What? This must be the person the killer was talking about. I also called to say thank you. I neither want nor need your thanks. Sure, but you deserve them anyway. Guess the penny didn't drop yet, huh? You're right. I abducted Kay, as you put it. But why would I do that, hmm? That's right, because I needed you to help me make sure that Winner got caught. No. If Kay was a suspect, you'd have to look into it. And if you looked into it, you'd be sure to unmask him eventually. After all, you're a genius, right? Everything worked out exactly like I planned. Oh, but there's something else you should know. Something you didn't figure out yet. It wasn't Winner who kidnapped Judge Gavel's boy. You. How do you know about that? You and the good judge are more similar than you know. I think you might even be becoming friends. After all, she visited you at the detention center, right? Seems pretty pally to me. How could they possibly know about that? She didn't even use her real name when she visited. She pretended to be Detective Gumshoe. Anyway, you want to know how I knew about the kidnapping? That one's nice and simple, at least. Because sweet, innocent little Sean is here with me right now! What? No! Oh, sounds like that was a real surprise. If only I could see your faces. Well, Kay, what do you say? Why don't you come and steal him back, just like you said you would? You wouldn't want the amazing Yatagarasu's first commission to be a failure, would you? Where's the listening device at? They have way too much information on us. Because there was no one in the room with us whenever Kay said this was her first commission. Is it in the pin, maybe? Oh, actually, you know what? The listening device probably got planted on her whenever she got knocked out. Because there was also all that evidence that was put on her. Maybe it's, yeah, like I said, maybe it's in the pin. Or maybe it's in Little Thief? It's hard to say. They even know about that? How can they possibly know so much? Oh, don't get the wrong idea about dear old Excelsius, by the way. Papa Winner's still a villain through and through. He wanted to kidnap Sean. I just got there first. You know, the first thing they should do right now is they should both go step into a shower and just throw anything they have that isn't fabric on the floor. And probably shake out their clothes, too. And also, when I say step into a shower, I mean with their clothes on. So, there are 2 kidnapping plots. Ooh, what a bunch of clowns! His goons kidnapped his own son by mistake. Is Sean really there with you? Prove it! Put him on the phone. Oh, he's here, but I'm afraid I can't do that. He's sleeping. So sweet. Then why should we believe you? You might not be the kidnapper at all. Look, if you don't want to believe me, that's up to you. What do you want? What's the endgame here? Are you just trying to get Lagarde acquitted? Nope. I couldn't care less about whether they find her guilty or not. So, whoever it is, they're not after the same thing as Chairman Winner. My endgame is going to have to stay a secret for now. Alright, nice talking to you. You kids have fun, okay? Don't think for 1 second you'll get away with this. No, don't worry. I'm counting on you at least trying to track me down. That'll be half the fun. Not that I rate your chances of bringing me to justice very highly. What was that? A gunshot? Who was that? I wish I knew. They didn't give us enough time to figure that out. Deliberately, I imagine. What? So we really have nothing to go on? Is that fair? They sure knew a whole lot about us. Indeed they did. You're right. It was uncanny how much they seemed to know. How is it possible that they were party? Really? Okay, you know, I don't disagree with that. But personally, I would have gone with privy. How is it possible that they were party to so much that happened in private? Right? They knew everything about the whole kidnapping situation, too. We need to figure out how. Where were they getting their information from? Let's consider this carefully. What were the things they knew? You and the good judge are more similar than you know. I think you might be becoming friends. After all, she visited you at the detention center, right? And, you know, I don't want to read this flashback. It happened literally 30 seconds ago. Skip it. We already know. There's a listening device. That's it. Based on the specifics they mentioned, there's only one possible answer. I've got it, Kay. I know how they knew. Huh? Really? Whoever it was, they were listening in on us. They must have been able to hear us somehow. It's the only possible answer. What? Like, they were eavesdropping on us? Think about what the kidnapper said. Yep, it's flashback we just did. If only I could see your faces. That means they couldn't. So they weren't filming or following us. Okay, so what? They hid a bug somewhere? Let me take a look at the stuff in my bag. Where could they have concealed it? I need to go back to what they said again. Yes, they should know. They somehow knew about something they shouldn't have. Judge Gal's impromptu visits and our conversation in the visitor's room. Okay, once again, skip the flashback. What evidence do I have on my person at that point? It's in the badge. Okay, can I take a closer look at your badge? The Yatagarasu pin? No, it's mine. What? Seriously, Mr. Edgeworth? Sure, you're a Great T's assistant now. It doesn't mean you get to wear the pin right away. You have to earn it. I don't want to wear it. I want to check it for bugs. Huh? This old thing? Let's take a look close. Let's take a look, shall we? Oh, 3D model viewer. It's been a while since we had one of these. Anyways, go ahead and check right in the back of that pin, shall we? Yep, there it is. Did they screw it into the pin itself to keep it from rattling around? Huh? Whoa! So I was right. That must have been a pain to drill it in. Wow. Unless it's like a really soft metal, I mean, for the pin, and then a really hard one for the screw. How do they know? Whoever it is we're dealing with, they came into close contact with you recently. When they knocked me unconscious, you mean? Precisely. Which made me think the bug must be in one of your possessions. Oh, actually, you know what? I guess they didn't necessarily need to be screwed into it. Those screws could just be holding the bug together, and then there could be adhesive on the other side. That would make a lot more sense. But they also overheard my conversation with Judge Gavel when she visited me. Something that would have been impossible if I didn't have that bug on my person at the time. I get it. So you thought back over what they let you keep hold of when they locked you up? Yes. All the case evidence I was carrying had been confiscated. Meaning, the only thing it could possibly have been was your pin. So they were listening to us the whole time? And they heard everything we said? I suspect so. Everything to do with this case, and more. Wait, they're probably listening to what we're just saying right now. They may well be, yes. Hey, jerkface! Kay, eavesdropping coward, why don't you come out and show yourself? Huh? What was that sound? Oh, well, it looks like we have another eavesdropper. Ow, 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 ouch, dang it. Huh? Oh, look, it's Tabby. Y'all sure know how to surprise a girl. You gotta shout that loud without a wordy warning? Made me jump halfway out of my skin. I gave her the wrong voice, it's fine. Sorry. What's got you so ornery anyhow? Get a load of this. Seriously, it'll make your blood boil. It will, huh? I'm all ears. I wonder if we might be better off keeping it to ourselves, Kay. Assuming we don't want to be all over the front page of tomorrow's paper, that is. Thanks. I nearly walked right into that. Oh, come on. Y'all are no fun at all. I was counting on you open up and spilling the beans all over this here plaza. I better switch off the bug before I forget. There we go. So, did y'all find out where they kidnapped... Well, did y'all find that there kidnapped kitty? Ah, speaking of which, the child you saw being taken away. Was it the boy in this photograph? Huh? Nah, that ain't him. The kid I saw looked dumber than mud, even if he did have some fancy school uniform. No prizes for guessing who she means. So, Miss Lloyd managed to confuse matters once again. I think we'd better take another look around. Back to square one. Hopefully we'll turn up some new information this time. There are only 20 minutes left until 2? Are we gonna make it in time? Wait, Mr. Edgeworth. I just had a thought. It's about that phone call. There was a weird noise in the background, right? There was. Oh, yes, there was, Edgeworth. The big, like, bang. Wait, she's right. We heard a loud bang right at the end. Could that provide a hint as to the kidnapper's location? A loud bang, you say. I see. Will you stop eavesdropping? Boy, you never get any cuddlier, do you, Ruffles? I guess I need to speak with Miss Lloyd, too. Much as I don't want to. Okay, big building investigation number 2. Hey! Detective Gumshoe, it's great to see you. On all fours for some reason. The truck is gone. That's good to know. Will Powers is still here. I suppose we can start by talking to Tabby then. How about that? A little help from little old me, and y'all made a giant leap closer to solving the case. Closer? Sure, if you mean we wound up going after the completely wrong kidnap victim. She must have barely looked at the photo at all. Aw, really? And here I thought I'd given y'all the tip of the century. My bad. It's not your fault. It's ours for putting our trust in unreliable sources. We'll just have to learn not to do that again. Hey, that ain't nice. I don't gotta give y'all no tips at all, you know. And I won't. Not if you're gonna be like that. Alright, fine. Maybe just this one. But only because I got a real scoop for y'all this time. A real scoop, This should be good. Fine. I'm not expecting much, but you've got my attention. What is this scoop of yours? Proof, that's what! Proof that Torosaurus really is real! Alright. Okay, we're leaving. Wait! I ain't lying, I swear! Sure, it's hard to believe, but it's true! We don't have time for this. But we also don't have much else to go on, I suppose. Proof? What kind of proof? Did you capture something on your tape recorder, perhaps? Ooh, you're good, Ruffles. Sharper and a gosh dang tack. I captured the sound the big old beastie was breathing fire I captured the sound that big old beastie breathing fire is what I captured. I was hoping for something a little better than that. Hey, don't make that face, dang it. I ain't lying. Listen for yourself and tell me it ain't true. Are we gonna hear the big bang, perhaps? Alright, ready? It's fire breathing time, dang nabbit. Is she just screaming into the mic? There. Well? Kinda hard to tell over the shouting, but it could have been something breathing fire. Maybe. And tell me, Miss Lloyd, did you see this fire-breathing something with your own eyes? Well, not exactly with my eyes as such. Being as how I wasn't precisely close by when it happened. Surely the real Torosaurus would be pretty hard to miss, no matter how far away you were standing. Well, you see, I was far away, but also recorded via what you might call non-standard means. Would you mind explaining what you mean by that? I really dug myself a hole here, huh? Yeah, you might be right, the garbage place. That's a bit strange, though. I mean, it makes sense. They did have that whole thing on the map we could check. But why is she over there? See, Mike could have rigged me up a little wireless intercept, hoping to do a little scoop detecting. But that's so sad. Poor insect. Not an insect, Kay, an intercept. She was listening for radio signals. It would have allowed her to listen in on any nearby transmissions. Me and the Chief have been down here at the big building sniffing around these last couple of days. Looking into Miss Hart's tip about the underground auction, I assume. Which would mean that you've been listening on all the radio signals in the area, too. I sure have, which is how I wound up hearing the most thunderous, ear-splitting noise you ever did hear. The pounding of feet, the electricity in air, and this was it, Torosaurus at last. You made up everything except the roaring sound, didn't you? The long and short of it is that you didn't actually see anything, correct? Hey, I didn't need to see things. I'm a writer, you hear? Anyhow, I kept listening till down the line comes your pal there's voice, hollering fit to beat the band. Okay, once again, don't need the flashback game. We just did that. Wait, so were you picking up radio chatter from somewhere else? Heh, our apologies for that. I'm sure Kay didn't mean to bully you over with her little outburst. I assume it was as shocking as it was because you didn't hear it directly. It came through your headphones while you were listening to the signal from the bug, didn't it? What? Are you saying she planted it? Hey, come on now. I ain't into no bugging, just a little light-hearted intercepting is all. Would you mind if we borrowed the tape of what you recorded, Miss Lloyd? Do what you dang well please. Ooh, do I actually get a description on it? Like, can I see more about it? No, I can't. That's unfortunate. Maybe I just had to remember that it has fire sounds, I guess. Oh, Mr. Edgeworth! Oh wait, no, that's probably the other one talking. As in Barry. Mr. Saint and Miss Barry. Oh, hello, Money. How's the search going? Did you find him? Not yet. Poor Sean. Sean? Oh, nothing. Just a slip of the tongue. I guess I still don't know about the kidnapping. We did manage to find Eustace, yes. You did? That's great. Thanks so much. Oh, maybe they won't arrest me again. Oh. Okay, are they just here to resolve that plot line? Maybe. I'm still ignoring Gumshoe. You're amazing, Mr. Edgeworth. How did you find Prosecutor Winter? With some serious investigative magic, that's how. It was pure luck, actually, but never mind. You didn't even need our help, huh? That's not true. Thanks so much for joining in the search. Where did you look, by the way? Oh, this place a little away called Sunshine Coliseum. Do you know it? Hey, okay, it is going to be relevant. Sunshine Coliseum. That's over by the harbor. There were a whole bunch of people there for a big event. We thought it might be worth a look. You mean like a festival? Oh, that sounds fun. Wish I could have gone and checked it out. Oh yeah, it was super fun. There were food stands and fireworks. Simeon didn't like the crowds much, but... Hey, you don't need to tell them that. Alright, it's decided. When this case is finally over, we're all going to the festival together. Oh, look at that, we actually got a piece of puzzle off of it. It's kinda lucky you found Prosecutor Winter so quickly. Lucky? In what way? Oh, we had to go to practice soon, for the show. We wouldn't have been able to help for much longer anyway. I see. I'm sorry to have kept you from your duties at the circus. Oh no, it's nothing to worry about, really. We were glad to help. Oh, I'm starting to yawn a lot. I'll do anything if it helps make sure they don't arrest me again. Oh, and there was a Speak No Evil pose. I missed that last time we were talking to him. It's nice to actually catch it for once. You know, I wonder... I mean, I guess he doesn't need to do No Evil pose, because he just straight up didn't do evil, but that is the one that people always forget about. So, you really helped me out by finding him. I'm so relieved. Of course, just because they found him, that doesn't mean they'll find Warden Lagarde guilty. What? You mean they might still throw me back in jail? No, I can't go back, I can't. Come on, Kay. Do you really have to torment the poor boy? Okay, well, let's go speak with, Barry. I don't think she'll have anything important, though. Me and all my friends went all... Oh. I will say, I love hearing the music from the first game whenever I'm talking to characters from the first game. I don't like hearing this one, though. It just brings back bad memories. That case is really bad. Me and all my friends went out looking, but you beat us to it. No fair. Her friends? I guess she means the animals. Today is the first public performance of your new show, correct? Yep, it sure is. We've practiced so hard for this one. We? So Mr. Saint will be performing too? Of course! He practiced harder than anybody, even if he did spend the whole time saying no, no, no. He even went up in the balloon to spread the word from the sky. So you had to come and see him perform, okay? It'll mean so much to him. Of course. Assuming we can solve this case before then. Did you say that you enlisted the help of the animals in your search? Yep, and if it had been Azia and Regent, we might have found something. But Simeon, the big scaredy cat, was all no, 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 and put a stop to all that. So boring. If it weren't for Mr. Saint, the whole town would probably be in an uproar right now. Ah, come on, Simeon, why would you do that? Setting the whole circus loose on the city would have been super fun. I'm sorry. And to you too, Mr. Edgeworth. Sorry. Why are you apologizing to me? I'm the one person who didn't say anything. Really? Okay, well, I guess you didn't have anything to contribute. Hey, Gumshoe. Are you gonna run away again? Ugh. Stop, Gummy! Why are you running away from us? Detective Gumshoe. When you gave up your badge, sir, I didn't know what to do with myself. Yep. So I thought, if you weren't gonna be a prosecutor anymore, then maybe I shouldn't be a detective either. But I was wrong. Even if you're not around, I'll always be a detective. My job will always be to investigate crimes. Yeah, don't give up on that, Gumshoe. You were passionate about it. I remember how excited you were when you first announced that you became detective in that flashback trial. And us detectives don't just investigate when prosecutors ask us to. We have to be able to look into stuff ourselves, you know? Is that what you were doing just now? And back then, too. It's okay. We don't need to do flashback. I'm kind of getting tired of those. So, Rosie Ringer's autopsy report. When I went down to the detention center to see how Kay was doing, Yep. Skip. You overheard that? Yeah, so I went back and looked over the evidence. I got a little something that I think might help. Okay, maybe I should do some of them, because some of them are actually important, I guess. No, wait, Gummy. You're the best. I'd be in prison now if it wasn't for you. No, my pleasure, kid. Good to see your memory. You got your memory back, by the way. Thanks. So, anyway, like I said, I'm investigating stuff for myself these days, and, that's that. Wait, Gummy, don't run off again. We get it. You can look into stuff for yourself now, that's great. And it helped me right when I needed it most. But right now, we need you to work with us. I'm no longer a prosecutor, or indeed in anything. But we're investigating a case regardless. And I ask you this not as a prosecutor, but as a friend. Detective Gumshoe, will you help us? Stop it, sir. You're killing me here. Come on, Gummy. Alright, I'll do it. Just stop bowing and being nice to me, okay? It's weird. Gummy! Thank you, Detective. So, what do you need? Can you tell us what you've discovered in the course of your investigations, Detective? Yes, sir. Sure I can. Alright, so I got 3 big things to tell you. Here goes. Number 1, I've got some results for you from when the forensics looked into Kay's clothes. They found traces of what looked to be a powerful sedative. Brand was, 3Zs. I guess that's what she was drugged with at Gourd Lake. Before she was taken to the roof of the big building. Sure seems that way. Now for number 2. I got hold of all the footage from the security camera in front of the big building elevator. Camera that captured President Wang and Judge Gavel that night. Elevator is usually the only way of getting up to the roof, correct? And therefore, anyone using it should have been caught on camera. That's right. So, winding the tape back 2 nights ago, we should have been able to see Kay being carried up there while she was out cold. And? Did you spot me, Gummy? I watched it all on fast forward. Everything from 2 days ago till the end. Yes, and? Nothing. No signs of Kay anywhere. I thought it was too good to be true. But how did the kidnapper get her up there? I think you'll need to look in that in a little more detail. And the last item on your list? Yes, sir. This is the big one. The third thing I have to tell you is... It's great to be working with you again. I'll help you catch this perp if it's the last thing I do. And that about wraps it up. I've put you through a lot, Detective. But that doesn't mean I can start going easy on you. That's the big one, as you put it. It doesn't even have anything to do with the case. I would have preferred something of practical use. Oh, no mercy, huh? Guess I shouldn't have expected any less. Okay. Well, help with the search, please. Boy's been kidnapped. We need your help to find him. Oh, kidnapped? Yes. His name is Sean Fenn. Oh, wait. The kid with the horns? You know him? I saw him earlier today, actually. You mean this morning? Yeah. He got off the bus over there. And then he walked off toward the garbage disposal area. Hey, look, you're right about the burning stuff. Where's that? Just over there. It's where all the offices in the big building put their trash before it gets taken away. Oh, wait, no, garbage disposal area, not garbage disposal building. Okay, not quite, though. Oh, actually, no, maybe it is still correct. Where you went after that, I couldn't tell you. I had to leave right around then. I think we'd better take a closer look at this garbage disposal area. Alright, well, do we get to go walk over there immediately? No, not quite. Puzzle pieces, maybe. Is that what you need? Vehicle activity. No, nothing here can be put together. Maybe I just walk over here. Okay, yeah, there isn't. I can actually go here now. That's nice. So, Sean walked off in this direction, huh? It seems so. Perhaps, yes. Perhaps we'll find some clues here as to his current whereabouts. Oh, we just go straight here. Okay. Well, we found him. There's his milk container. This milk carton. That's the same brand Sean drinks. Something happened to him here. I'm almost certain of it. Trash is collected at 11 a.m. I guess that's why the closure is empty. There was a ton of stuff here earlier. Big stuff, too. Oh, another box that he could be trapped in. Today must be the day they take the big stuff away. Yeah, sure look that way. I'll bet the big squisher machine squished it all good up some anyhow. They don't do that with the larger items. They just take them away as they are. They do, huh? How do you even know that, sir? Oh wait, Mr. Fenner's pretty keen for you to join him, right? I'll bet he sent you some kind of pamphlet on how to throw your stuff away when you move office. You're spookily insightful sometimes, Kay, but only sometimes. Wait, is that really what happened? Based on what we've seen, and what Detective Gumshoe told us, I think there's a strong possibility that Sean was abducted from the garbage disposal area. Yeah, it's kind of out of the way of prying eyes, huh? But why would Sean even come here in the first place? I imagine he must have had something to dispose of. But the truck's already come and gone. Guess we'll never know what that something was now. Okay, can I puzzle piece now? I have one more I can hold before I hit maximum capacity. Garbage disposal. Vehicle activity. Was the blue truck the garbage truck? Because that's the only other vehicle that came here. It was. Okay. Only 2 vehicles came through here this morning. A taxi and a blue truck. And Eustace was taken away in the taxi. Right. Well, it seems that Sean was likely abducted from the garbage disposal area. And if the garbage was collected at 11 a.m. Oh, I get it. Now we know what kind of truck it was. Indeed. It must have been the garbage truck. But the police officer who told us about it didn't describe it as such. He only mentioned the fact that it was blue. Some cop he was. How did he even not notice that it was one of those cool trash squishy machines? Because it wasn't. Today isn't a regular garbage day. It's the day they collect their larger items. Was there fireworks at the festival? I don't know if they mentioned there were being fireworks. I know they mentioned there was a balloon. Oh, I don't even have the festival in my... Here, it's in my puzzle pieces. Okay, well, I'll check it in a second. That could be it. But, I mean, I guess if there is fireworks there, that kind of points us in 2 different directions. For which they wouldn't use any specialized garbage truck, just a regular truck like any other. But it was a garbage truck nonetheless. Where do garbage trucks go? To the dump, right? Wait a second. So you're saying the kidnapper disguised themselves as a trash collector? But then the truck would probably have been fake too, right? So maybe it didn't go to the dump. No, I'm reasonably sure that the garbage truck was real. Yeah? How do you figure that? Another look at the garbage disposal area should tell us. The lock on the door, yeah? Because they can't get the trash if they don't have the lock. I think Simeon mentioned they had fireworks. Okay. I don't remember that quite clearly. The garbage disposal area is kept locked. Oh yeah, so only a real garbage collector and a garbage truck could have opened it. Precisely. The garbage truck can't have been a fake. Perhaps whoever abducted Sean put him in a large cardboard box that they prepped for the job. Now, mix that in among the other oversized things, and the garbage collector would have taken it away, no questions asked. Exactly. Allowing the kidnapper to await the truck's arrival at the garbage processing facility. They could then claim to have thrown the box away by mistake, and collect it without incident. Alright, so where do they take the garbage after it leaves? Let's see. Looks like we have two possibilities. But which of the garbage processing facilities was Sean taken to? It was a sanitation plant, right? Because we heard the burning on the bug, I think? Let's see. This festival... Oh, there are fireworks, you're right. In that case, maybe the... In that case, I guess the burning was... Oh, the burning wasn't from the bug. It was from the recording. That was a completely different item. Okay, that's why I get confused, because I thought the recording of the burning and the bug were both the same thing. Okay. Let's put these together, shall we? Mr. Saint, you mentioned fireworks before. Uh-huh, fireworks. Yes, at the Colosseum. Were they setting them off even during daylight hours? Oh, yeah. A bunch of them went off while we were there. What are you thinking, Mr. Edgeworth? A loud bang we heard. What if that was a firework? Huh? Oh, yeah, we can skip this flashback. For the bang to be clearly audible over the telephone, it must have been pretty loud. Which means fireworks, which means the Colosseum. So the kidnapper was there, right? Or near there, at least. But how near? If the fireworks are that loud, you could probably hear them from pretty far away. Yes, the area we need to search would be too broad to even consider doing it ourselves. But if the police were to lend a hand... Garbage facility near the Colosseum. It is really dumb, yeah. Especially with that park so nearby. You'd really have to worry about fires. I guess today is a really low wind day, though. So, based on the loud bang we heard on the phone call, we know that the kidnapper was somewhere in the vicinity of Sunshine Coliseum. Also, why are they doing fireworks so they have balloons up? Because apparently there were hot air balloons over there. And one of the garbage facilities is right by there, too. I think it's likely that's where Sean was taken. Which means the kidnapper must be holding him somewhere near there. Detective Gumshoe? Yes, sir. Can I ask you and your men to search the area around the garbage facility? It's not like you had to ask, sir. Feels a little flat, if I'm being totally honest. Why don't you just give me a good old-fashioned order, huh? Like you used to. You don't mind? Even though I'm not a prosecutor anymore? I thought I told you already. A detective investigates for himself, not just for prosecutors. Thank you. I know it is absolutely a lawsuit waiting to happen. Oh, look at that, investigation complete. Guess no more puzzle pieces for now. Mr. Edgeworth, we're almost out of time. You're right. We need to hurry. I doubt Judge Gavel and the others can hold out much longer. I'm counting on you, Detective Gumshoe. I won't let you down, sir. It won't be an official search, but I'll put my best guys on it. You can count on that. I'm coming too, Gummy. I promised I'd snatch Sean from the jaws of danger. That's just what I'm going to do. I'll head back to the courthouse. Who knows? I may be able to drag proceedings out just a little longer. Alright, with me, everybody. Even at the depths of night... it's already striking 2. There isn't a moment to lose. Yes, sir. But I didn't finish. With no other bird dares take flight. I'm back to the courtroom. Well, well. If it isn't our old friend, ex-prosecutor Edgeworth. Hello, dear boy. Excelsius Winter. The accused will turn and face the prosecution. I'm not done with you yet. I already told you, Franziska. It doesn't make sense. Why would I help her? I feel for her, of course. A woman in her prime sent to prison? It's enough to make a grown man cry. But to suppress evidence in order to keep her out of a jail cell? No, that's preposterous. But we have a statement from your own son. He says he entrusted the evidence to your care. I'm afraid I don't know what he's talking about. Or why he'd say such a thing. I don't know what's gotten into him lately. What if I could prove to you that you and Warden Lagarde are much more closely associated than you claim? I'm sorry. Prove? I think we've been over this, dear boy. You're an ex-prosecutor, remember? Are you even allowed in this part of the courtroom anymore? Miles Edgeworth, I'm the one prosecuting this case. What are you thinking, barging in like this? Call him your co-counsel and it'll be fine. I'm sorry, Franziska, but this is important. I speak on behalf of the prosecution, just briefly. What are you doing? Judge Gavel, I come before the court with an important new evidence. I ask you allow me to present it. Oh ho ho! Have you lost your mind, dear boy? There's no way that can be allowed. Well, the defense hopes you'll let him, G. Just saying. What's the thinking over the prosecution side there, Fandango? Fine. The prosecution has no objections. Your objections are neither here nor there. This isn't a democracy, it's a courtroom. Well, in the main games, they function like a democracy a lot of the time, though that judge, admittedly, is not very good at his job. Also, the side of the courtroom is quite well decorated. I don't think the main courtroom is like this at all. It's much more plain. I mean, this is flagrant contempt. Isn't that right, Verity? You know, they should really let Verity know that the kidnapper doesn't actually care about the outcome of the trial. No, as long as Sean's still missing, he'll feel she has no choice but to go along with whatever Winter wants. If only there was some way of telling her he might be found at any moment. Judge Gavel, I would ask only this, that you trust in me and in my assistant. Just this once. Speaking of which, where is Kay Faraday? She's currently searching for the most important piece of evidence of all. Objection. Nonsense! There's no more evidence to be found. You're just stalling for time. Objection. And the most important evidence of all, huh? Hey, gee. I don't know what that evidence is, but maybe we should trust Miles' little pal. What do you say? I mean, I say little pal, but she's way more than that. She is the one and only great thief Yatagarasu. Seems Fender has sensed what I'm getting at least. Judge Gavel, the evidence I'm talking about. We're almost certain we know where it is. Kay is only moments away from snatching it from the jaws of danger. Very well. This is highly irregular, but I will allow it. You have my thanks. Have you all gone completely mad? You said you had important new evidence. Evidence of what, exactly? Just what I said. The Warden of the Guard and Chairman Winter are far better acquainted than he claims. Allow me to present it to you. Didn't we have like a paper on this, I think? The report on Knight, was it? I don't think it was this one. No, not that none. Not the possessions, not the bug, not the tape. It's not the IS-7 incident, was it? I don't think so. I don't think Lagarde is mentioned in here at all. No. Maybe there was something on... Oh, right, because this report is from Lagarde to the chairman. Okay. I'm not chairman, to Winter. Yeah. Yeah. You said it right as I figured it out. Take that! This document is a report regarding the interrogation of a certain someone. Oh yeah? And who might that be? The late Mr. Bronco Knight. And the interrogation was to be carried out by none other than Warden Lagarde. Wait, is that the interrogation where... Yes, where Knight was killed. This document shows Warden Lagarde planning the interrogation in which Mr. Knight was murdered. This is indeed important evidence. Objection! Yeah, the delay got you again. Miles Edgeworth, you referred to the document in question as a report. Would you care to elaborate? To whom was this report addressed? A very good question, Miss Von Karma. And the answer is the most important new revelation of all. We recovered this document from a safe in the storeroom on the 51st floor of the big building. And that's the storeroom where the lots for the underground auction were kept. It is. An auction, if you recall, that was presided over by one Excelsius Winter. And that is to whom the report in question was addressed. Do you still mean to insist that you and Warden Lagarde barely knew one another? I'll refrain from commenting on that matter for the moment, if you don't mind. What? I don't believe it's been conclusively proven that I was the auctioneer yet, has it? Have you forgotten the events of this morning already? I think I proved that fact more than adequately. No, I think he's actually right this time, because he hasn't been in court yet. I'll admit defeat in that particular arena, yes, but that was not the courtroom. Can you prove the same thing here, my boy? That I was the ringleader, did you call it? If you can't, then, well, you certainly can't prove that report was addressed to me. You won't wiggle your way out of this one. So unfair. Tell him, Verity, please. I'm not being slippery at all. I'm being entirely reasonable, wouldn't you say? Unlike you, when you permitted Mr. Edgeworth this bizarre interlude, that was most unlike you. It's saddening. Truly it is. See you failing in your sacred duty to the law. Almost saddening enough to make me want to take drastic measures. Drastic measures? They're not going to pull the same thing they did in the first game and say he has special privileges. Do they? Will they? I don't think so. You're right, of course. Until a fact has been adequately proven in the courtroom, it cannot truly be considered a fact. I'm afraid I have no choice but to ask that Mr. Edgeworth's theory be struck from the record. Ugh, it's no good. She has to know for certain that Sean is safe. I'm sorry, my boy, but what counts as truth out in the field and in the courtroom are two different things. You're more than willing to bend the truth into the courtroom. Is that what you're saying? Ooh, you're a scurrilous fella soul. I'll do no such thing. That's another new word, huh? I'll simply accept the court's verdict as the truth. Should you choose to acquit me, or should it choose to acquit me, as should you. We can't find the missing evidence. Oh, I accidentally skipped that. We're in trouble here. Well, Verity, I think we've heard about all we need to, don't you? There's no way that evidence is turning up. Ever. Acquit not guilty and we can all go home. Hey, it's Eustace. His redemption moment is here. Who said that? Dad? Eustace? What are you doing here? Mr. Winner, what is the meaning of this? And where have you been? You can't just abandon your duties like that. I'm sorry, you are unfit to be a prosecutor. You're a complete and utter disgrace. Oh, why, Eustace? Why can you not get it into your head? This is no place for an incompetent fool like you. Dad, I brought some vital evidence. Can I please, take my place at the prosecutor's bench? Pretty please? Well, Eustace. This is certainly a surprise. Objection. Oh, and I think is this a new theme for Eustace? Oh, Eustace, my boy. What's gotten into you? There's something different about you. What's going on? Dad, Come on, my boy, spit it out. What is it? You and Daddy to play catch with you? That's it, isn't it? Alright, why don't you run along home and I'll be with you soon. Get back on the stand right now! What's gone into you, child? You're shaking like a leaf. Objection! Judge Gavel, the prosecutor in charge has arrived along with important new evidence. This trial is far from over. Surely you can't call an end to the proceedings just yet. Haha, no objections from Team Defense. Only wish we could have our original team captain say that herself, though. Oh, the prosecution has no objections either. Oh, it vanished again? Oh, I miss it every time. Maybe one time I'll find it. You think this farce is going to continue? There's no chance of that. None at all. Isn't that right, Verity? He still thinks he was successful in his bid to kidnap Sean. But we know different. Sadly, as long as the boy remains missing, nothing changes. Judge Gavel's hands are still tied. Oh, hey, there's the phone call again. Is there another bug? That sound. Or maybe the kidnapper's gonna say that Sean is, like, not... Like this case isn't relevant to Sean? Because they kind of admitted that to us before. That's her cell phone. Huh? Mine is also ringing. Whoa! I'm getting a call too! Mr. Edgeworth! Mr. Fender! Oh, they found him. Oh, we found Sean! We found Sean! We found Sean! Detective, you did... Oh, Detective, you did it! The most important piece of evidence of all, huh? That's some stellar work, you great thiefness. Thiefness? Thiefness. Another strange word. Thanks! We just thought you should know right away. See you all soon. Oh, and that's another call. I guess no one picked up Gavel's phone. Judge Gavel, it's for you. Hello? Yes. Yes, I understand. I'm so glad you're safe. Be sure to thank everybody properly. You'll do that for me, won't you? Alright, be careful. I'll see you back at home. The proceedings will continue. I feel a certain freedom returning to my hammer arm. No, how? Is this some idiotic joke? It's no such thing. The witness will return to the stand, and Mr. Winner will step up to the prosecutor's bench. Yes, ma'am. Eustace Winner. Yes? I leave matters in your hands. Huh? Facing down your own father. This won't be easy. Oh yeah, Franziska has father issues as well. Who in this room doesn't? I mean, obviously Excelsius and Gavel and Fender. I mean, all the other young people do. Everyone on the prosecutor bench, pretty much. Prosecutor bench full of daddy issues. I'll be looking on with interest. Don't disappoint me. Oh, and there she goes. I guess they didn't want to have 3 people on the bench at once. Very well. Is the prosecution ready to proceed? Mr. Winner, you mentioned some evidence that you wish to present to the court. Yeah, so, the knife and the chisel. Whoa, you tracked down the missing murder-majigs? Well, Mr. Winner, did you? About that, No, I couldn't find them. I searched everywhere, but I was too late. Too late? How so? I remembered something. I saw Dad in the garage this morning. He was carrying something wrapped in newspaper. Where are you going, Dad? Oh, Eustace, I was, just on my way to throw out some trash. And then I heard this tinkling sound. Tinkling, huh? Let me guess. The bell from Mr. Canis' chisel. You mean to tell me that the court... You mean to tell the court you believe the witness disposed of the evidence? I tried my best, but I was too late. I'm sorry. You said he looked everywhere. Everywhere else? Everywhere where? Literally everywhere. I even went to the dump. I got down on my hands and knees and dug through the garbage. I figured that stuff had to be in there somewhere. Wait, that's... Huh? Hey! Oh, wait, yep, no flashback. Don't do it. Also, he's really desperate, huh? No, I don't blame him. I certainly would be in his situation as well. So, that's what he was doing. And he even went so far as to search the dump. But... all I found was this. And this is? A little pungent, for one thing. Huh, yeah. And you're a little on the ripe side yourself, kiddo. I can smell you from here. But what do you expect? And the knife. It's probably somewhere in among all that trash. But there was too much to go through all on my own. Very well, the court will accept this item you've presented into evidence. What even is this? Is it a rock? Yeah, he did wear gloves. You know, I will say, Winner definitely has points in my books for that. The only character who wears gloves while handling evidence. Oh ho! You really have outdone yourself, Eustace. You never fail to disappoint, dear boy. Can I look at that right now? Hold on. No, I cannot. You dug through rotten garbage with your bare hands, and that's all you have to show for it? No. He was wearing gloves. They even showed in the picture. You drive me to tears. Really, you do. Might be a little too soon to turn on the waterworks just yet, Dad. Let's take a closer look first. If you wish to waste your time, be my guest. Hey, Eustace, Miles. Do this devastatingly handsome old defense attorney a favor, will you? Hit this guy full in the face with the truth. It seems Fender's on board. Good. Let's see if we can't find an opening. Mr. Winner, could you show me the piece of evidence you found? Oh, sure. That's what we have here. A rock with the letter H and D on it? No, it's a crumpled newspaper, actually. Let's open it up, shall we? We can only hope there's something of value inside. Hey, it's the bell! Could this be the bell that was on Mr. Canis' chisel? Perhaps there's some trace evidence we can prove that one way or another. It's no good. Look at it, it's spotless. Well, it's fine if it's spotless, because there's only two of these gloves in existence. Not gloves, two of these bells in existence. One on the dog and one on the chisel. Well, Mr. Winner? Do tell, was there anything interesting inside your little scrap of paper? Of course there wasn't. Why would there be? Why was it even accepted into evidence? It's literally a piece of trash. Sorry, gentlemen, but the truth hurts. Or uses his efforts for nothing. It's true that the bell may not be of much use to us as evidence. Nonetheless... Come on, Edgeworth, we can't give up just yet. As calm and collected as ever, I see, Miles. Unlike that poor idiot son there. It vanished again? Oh my god, I keep missing it. Maybe I might just never see it, I guess. Are we to assume that the prosecution has nothing more to say on the matter? Very well. Did they all forget the thing about the bell being unique? Not so fast, Gavel. We're not done yet. There's one thing we still haven't looked at properly. Really, my boy? You want us to believe there's more? Inspiration is never a good look, you know. It seems Eustace isn't quite ready to give up just yet. And for once, I think we're both thinking the same thing. Namely, that we might not necessarily be dealing with a useless piece of trash. Can't know for sure without looking more closely, but if I'm right, we're talking about the bell, right? Because the bell's unique? Aye, there is always bonds to look through. Hopefully they are talking about the bell, not the newspaper. We need to take a closer look at the bell. Wait, really? No? Okay, fine. I guess we're gonna completely forget the whole thing with the bell being unique then. The newspaper. I'm talking about the piece of newspaper the bell was wrapped in. Seems we really were thinking the same thing. Ah, it's beautiful. Really it is. Tear-jerkingly so. Some might call it heroic optimism. Some might call it clutching at straws. But whatever one calls it, put all of one's faith in a worthless piece of garbage. That takes belief. Heh. Let's take a closer look and see if it's as worthless as you say, shall we? Eustace, if you'd be so kind. Let's see. Oh, look at that, there's a... Hey, I was right, that was a letter H. It's the fingerprints from his glove. Are these finger markers? You know, I guess the bell being unique won't come up until we actually meet Canis again, because he is escaped, so we will need to wrap that up. Well, you know, this is going to be a really long chapter, huh? I guess that means I'm in for a long day tomorrow. And look, it's covered in some sort of oil. Judge Gavel, I'd like to have this examined for fingerprints. Can I request that you call on somebody from forensics? Very well. Summon the technician right away. We don't need to check for fingerprints. We know what this is. It's the glove. I have the results, Your Honor. It's been confirmed that these are finger marks. Unfortunately, it looks like they were made by somebody wearing gloves. No! Oh dear. Well, that doesn't give you very much in the way of evidence, does it? But I suppose it makes sense if you think about it. After all, this was important evidence. What kind of idiot would handle something like that without gloves on? Oh, that's right. The kind that would flail about desperately like you, my boy. Stop insulting him with gloves. The gloves are the one thing he does right. Wow, way to talk to your kids, Super Dad. I'm merely calling a spade a spade. Or in this case, an idiot. Real winners know how to keep their emotions out of things. I take no pity on the weak or the foolish, including their own ineffective offspring. And Dad, you spent the last who knows how long proclaiming yourself to be a prize-winning prosecutor. But thanks to my little pep talk this morning, you finally know exactly how those prizes were won. It was all thanks to me. Thanks to the power I wield. Water did it again. I mean, I saw the water appear, but I didn't see it disappear. You've never stood on your own 2 feet. You've always been coddled. First by me, then by Verity. Dad, oh, dry your garbage-smelling tears. Garbage-smelling? Not that it's an extent that doesn't suit you. Even if it does make me turn my nose up in disgust. Objection! No, you're wrong. I am, my boy. Wrong about what? I'm not the one that smells, you are. What did you say? Yeah, you smell, and you don't even realize it. You couldn't hide it even if you wanted to. Edgeworth, take a sniff. Right there where the finger marks are. You want me to smell it? Is that oil? They already said there's oil. Yep, and I know where it came from. Wait, I know it from somewhere too. It smells of the engine oil in here. Oh, wait, yep. That odor tells us something. Something important. It tells us exactly who threw this piece of evidence away. But, I guess my dad's right. I guess I'll never be a real winner. I'll never be able to keep my emotions out of things. Look at that, he's a cool guy pose. Oh, it's amazing. And I'll never be able to stand up to him no matter what he's done. Eustace. Be strong, Eustace. Remember what you told me. You said you were going to be different from your father. Different kind of prosecutor. And you are a prosecutor. We both are. That's why we're standing here in this courtroom. The prosecutor's highest responsibility is to the truth. See that it comes to light no matter what. We expose crimes, and we see their perpetrators are punished, no matter who they may be. So if you truly mean to continue on as a prosecutor, you know what you have to do. I made you a promise. I said that if you could summon the courage to find your feet again, I'd help you. This isn't something you should have to do alone. I'm here, right beside you. Thanks, Edgeworth. You're right. The finger marks tie my dad to this crime. We just need to show everybody how.
Take that!
The smell you pointed out to me, Eustace, is the smell of engine oil, isn't it? Motorcycle oil, even. Yep, and we both smelled it before in the same place. Yes, in Chairman Winter's garage. Ugh. What's more, the finger marks feature some distinctive patterns, don't they? The outlines of the letters D, E, A, T, and H. The same letters that appear on the fingers of these gloves. Oh ho! Gloves that can be bought in any store. How does that prove anything, my boy? How indeed. And that's not the only thing that connects your gloves to the piece of newspaper we found. Let's take another look at the scrap of paper that the bell was wrapped in. And compare it to the gloves we found in Chairman Winter's garage. There's a feature that undeniably connects the two. Oh, is this paper scraps? I thought it was, concrete.
Take that!
I know, he did do a cool guy pose. It is good. That's why I pointed out. This... Wait, oh, did I get it wrong? Oh, it's not like... Okay, I guess that is concrete. I kind of assumed for a second that it was paper, but I guess not. So we already pointed out the leather? Not the leather. We already pointed out the letters. And we already pointed out the oil. What else would there be? I mean, do I just guess it's the letter? For real?
Take that!
Okay, I just need to re-emphasize it. Oh, right, because the A is... No, not the yellow S. It's, Oh, I can't look at the newspaper ball, but the A was rubbed off. Look at the letter A on the fingerprint. Half of it is missing, exactly as it is in the print on the newspaper. What? Ah! I would also like to draw to the court's attention the dirt the gloves are covered in. I think it might be worth having its composition compared to the dirt on the newspaper. A match would make for an even stronger evidence that the print was made by Chairman Winter's gloves. Officer, have the dirt on the two pieces of evidence compared right away. Curse you, Edgeworth! And you, Eustace! Who do you think you are? You're nothing but mere prosecutors! Sorry, Dad. I think it's time you admitted defeat. You suppressed vital evidence, and we just proved that in a court of law. And you did it to try and protect the defendant. What? Do you think you're going to be able to do... What do you think you're going to be able to do to make that stick? Wait, what? I read that completely wrong. You think you're going to be able to make that stick? You think they'll send me to prison? Me? You think you'll be the one to finally take me down? You're a fool, child, a fool!
Objection!
Just give it up, Dad. Admit what you did.
Objection!
You think you'll stand a chance without me around? You won't last 5 minutes. You know what? I think I might be okay. All I ever wanted to do was become a prosecutor, to make you proud. But even after your men kidnapped me, and I was lying there in the... After your men kidnapped me and I was lying there in the dark all on my own... Wow, look at me flubbing my lines. And I was lying there in the dark, all on my own, I got to thinking. Thinking about how powerless I was in all of this because of you. I almost gave up. I almost lost sight of the truth. But then... Edgeworth appeared out of nowhere and showed me the way forward. I don't need your approval anymore, and I don't need you. After all, I found that evidence on my own, didn't I? My men kidnapped you. What are you talking about? I guess the courtroom is as good a place as any to tell you the truth, Dad. Be careful what you say to me, boy. You may live to regret it. You're a fool, Eustace, and you'll always will be. I know you've hated me for as long as I can remember, but I want you to know that despite it all, I've always looked up to you as my dad. Hey, the cool guy pose again. Thanks for everything, Excelsius. And goodbye. Hey, look at that. He got over it. He called him Excelsius. Oh, I was waiting for that. I didn't want to, like, predict it ahead of time because I wasn't sure if they were going to do it. That's great. You of all people! Eustace! Ooh, look at that. He had a proper breakdown that time. The court hereby accepts the vital evidence in the case that was suppressed. The court hereby accepts that vital evidence in this case was suppressed by Chairman Winner. That crime will be tried, and an appropriate punishment will be decided at a future date. But for now, we must turn to the matter of the knife and the chisel, which still have not been found. However, I believe a full search of the garbage facility may well remedy that. What? You're going to dig through all that trash for the knife, darling? But then... Don't worry, Lord Lagarde. I'm sure your punishment will be too unpleasant. Oh, yeah, I don't think he ever needed to be justified for liking Winter. He's a very likable character. He's just a bit stupid, which is charming in its own way. Oh, you devil! Punished? Moi? Impossible! Excelsius, you blithering buffoon! What did you do? What did you do? All your swaggering, blustering about how they never declare me guilty, and now this? Oh, you were the one I want to after they arrested me because you made me believe I could trust you. Not only did you kidnap a child to try and help me, it didn't even work. Idiots! You feckless, useless idiot of a man! An unsightly outburst, to say the least, but an informative one, too. Wouldn't you agree, Eustace? Yeah. She really let some juicy info slip there, right? She did, right? Yes, she did. You really need to work on your confidence. Very well. Then it seems we may be able to bring these proceedings to an end at last. Wait, who's calling us out now? Fender? Huh? Who's that? Oh, it's Lang. Sorry, Judge Gavel. Oh, sorry, Judge Gavel. Your happy ending will have to wait. Lang Ji says, the end of the trial is not necessarily the end of the matter. Who are you? Heh. Just a lowly lone wolf investigator by the name of Shilong Lang. And you have some sort of objection to these proceedings, I take it? Heh. Not really. Your suspect over there is guilty for sure. Guiltier than you know. Lang? Like the Lang from 12 years ago? Yep. Good to see that you're finally about to pay for your crimes. Even if it did take a while for you to get what was come to you. Agent Lang, explain yourself. Are you familiar with the SS5 incident? I certainly am. It happened 12 years back. Wait, 12 years? Look, a lot happened, okay? That was all 12 years ago or more. My father and the president being friends, our family being the ones who kept him safe. He just changed one day. It was like he became a different person. You know, I've actually been thinking about this line, and I was thinking about it just now, actually, as soon as Lang showed up. What if it is just a different person? Like, in the actual president is either dead or just absconded somewhere. Now he doesn't trust the police one bit. I wonder what happened 12 years ago. Could this all be connected to Agent Lang's father and his relationship with the president somehow? Vive Lagarde and Excelsius Winter, in the flesh. I've waited a long time for this day. After all, you're the ones who threw my family name to the dirt. Hi, are we to assume that you have some personal connection to the incident in question? I do. I'm not here to talk about the past. Not yet, anyhow. Right now, I'm here for you, Gavel. Me? You and one other person. Oh, hello, Sean. Sean, you're both under arrest on suspicion of having conspired to murder Dijun Wang, president of Zhang Fa. Where is your evidence, Agent Lang? All in good time, Mr. Prosecutor. We haven't even started our investigation yet. I want my suspects on the scene with me while I look over everything again. What have you uncovered, Agent Lang? I need to know. If you got a problem, you're more than welcome to tag along. Oh, believe me, I will. The end of the trial is not necessarily the end of the matter. Certainly haven't come anywhere close to solving the mystery of the president's murder, or uncovering the truth behind these so-called monster sightings. I'm not going to read that again. The voice changer voice is a bit odd for me to repeat. We're figuring out who that was on the phone. Yes, I'd say the matter is far from over yet. Look at this, we get like 2 whole cases in one case. Isn't that amazing? I think it is. Let's save the game, shall we? Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. And now, hold on, where's OBS? It's time for the end of today's stream. Look at that, we went for a whole 3 hours and almost 45 minutes. A bit longer than usual, and combined with yesterday, it's safe to say that we are well over halfway through this case. Wouldn't you say? I certainly would. So, I think at this point, it's maybe, possibly, a little bit, just a little bit, safe to say that Callisto U isn't going to be involved. I still think that she is the person on the phone. I don't think anything would ever convince me that she isn't, really. But maybe it's some other character from this, 3 years ago. But, like I said, it's hard to tell. Now, as for winner, I think that was a satisfying, conclusion to this whole thing. Or at least I certainly would. But, with that being said, tomorrow we will finally put an end to this game. Oh, and would you look at that, we are literally the only person playing this game on this platform right now. Well, we can check the regular Ace Attorney tag, see if there's anyone there to raid. Oh, and there is, look at that. So we'll do a raid today. I mean, there's plenty of people, as always, but only one in English. Let's see. Let's get the raid set up. Let's see if we... So last time we actually did it properly, and the stream didn't keep running afterwards for like 15 minutes. So, with that being said... Thank you all for tuning in. This has been Seek the Scuff. Oh wait, actually wait, I didn't even click the raid button, did I? No, okay, I'm sorry, that was my bad. I did it a bit preemptively, I suppose. There we go. Thank you all for tuning in. This has been Seek the Scuffed. And I am signing off once the raid goes through. Hey, there it is. Goodbye. See you all tomorrow for the end of Ace Attorney.